we should not delete things yet.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm not going to delete anything.
Alright, let me restart the broadcast until there we go. Okay, so we have changed settings and seeing
We'll see if it does any better.
if it does any better. So I think we should at least go for an hour today.
Yeah, we'll do what we can.
So depending on how well it does today, guys, we might only do an hour.
Yeah, this is the setting that, like, I have that is a struggle, because it's the setting I turned on is the one where it changes your bitrate to prevent frame loss. So it means that it might drop the video into 144p or 240p or 380p or whatever.
Hello, Mr. B.
Mr. B, we don't know what you look like, so it's kind of hard to rate your attractiveness, although we do appreciate how much you show up, so I guess, like, in the scales of magnetic attractiveness, you seem to be at least an 8.
At least.
Like, you show up to, like, 99%, or, well, not 99, maybe 90% of all of our videos. So I'd say you are at least, like, an 8 or a 9 in magnetic attractiveness.
Yeah, you don't care about no falsifier or blue fire, but luckily blue fire's over, so you might enjoy the next game.
We'll see.
I luckily didn't go to camp. Good.
No camping today. No, sir.
I don't wanna go to base camp.
That's the wrong kind of attractive. Well, Mr. B, as soon as we see what you look like, we'll answer that question. We're answering the question we can answer, not the questions we can't answer.
Yeah, guys, don't hope that we're gonna go.
But we greatly enjoy your presence, so whether you look good or not visually, we at least enjoy you.
Anyway, don't hope that we're gonna go to any conventions this year, because guys, I'm spending a lot of money that I have to earn back. I'm gonna be working really, really extra hard.
Yep.
But that shouldn't affect our stream schedule.
No. Stream schedule should not be affected by anything for a while. But we shall see.
Because, guys, when it starts to affect my stream schedule is when I'm at work late and there's not really hours to work late. At least that's what they tell me. So they want me to come in earlier, so it'll affect our recording schedule, not our streaming schedule.
Yeah.
But recording isn't really an issue, since as long as I have one day off, we can make up for lost time.
Yeah. And, well, here's the problem. I'm going into my rush season, which is like a month long, starting in a week. So, starting a week from now, I have no extra time.
Great.
In fact, I have less time than I had. So, yeah. We'll see what happens, guys, but I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, it's very rare that we cancel a stream due to work.
Yeah.
Like
usually, Younger Bro has to not be here at like 10 for us to cancel a stream due to, like, time. Or, like, recorders, like, no one being here, basically. Like, we literally aren't able to stream because he isn't here. But as long as he shows up by 10, it's like we usually are capable of streaming.
Unless it's on a Saturday.
Yeah, if it's on a Saturday, we might just do a different game instead. Just cancel it.
I think we said that we just do an extra day of my game or your game.
Yeah, that is the goal. Is that we're gonna try to go for like just somebody's game that day rather than having nothing.
Outright cancellation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, we're trying to plan around stuff that keeps happening.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to plan around our internet service provider, though. But we do our best.
Yeah, guys.
One day, guys, I'm just going to break down and go completely insane and just start my own internet service provider because I'm sick and tired of the terrible internet connections caused by like internet service providers. So, yeah.
We'll see.
Today is not that day, though. I'm not quite that insane. But given the fact that on my docket of things that I would love to do in my life include make video game, or make game, which I am working on, make font, which somebody is helping me work on.
Yeah, how far are you in that?
We're not out of beta yet. So, make my own computer operating system, which, yeah, good luck with that. And create internet service provider to compete with internet service providers. I have a long way to go before I get that insane.
Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, guys, the only places you might catch us is at the movies.
Yeah.
Because that's the only places we're going right now.
But no, one day soon, I do want to do some kind of, I do want to go to a convention. I haven't gone to a convention in years.
Like, yeah. Like, we've talked about it a lot on the channel, guys. We've just yet to do it because main reason is I was struggling with money for a while. I still am.
We just have to find the time, honestly.
Well, when I go to a convention, I'd like to have money to buy things because I know I'm going to want things. And right now, I don't have that.
Yeah. That's fair.
Plus, we also need to buy our costumes beforehand.
Yes.
And guys, we might have to get custom-made costumes.
I was going to say, buy implies that our costumes exist. We have to have custom-designed costumes.
Which is more expensive.
Yeah. It's a sad state of affairs when I might have to actually, like, I might have to send some stuff. Like, I might have to find a furry artist and be like, hey, I don't actually really want a furry outfit. I just want an outfit, and you guys seem like the most capable of doing what I want. So I might actually have to get a furry costume to, like, artists to make our costumes. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even have a full inventory of eggs right now.
Yep.
Like, that's how long she's taking to give me an egg.
Yeah, this takes a while.
Well, the only thing that could happen that could make this day any better is if I get the shiny right now.
Younger bro's just trying to tempt fate here, and fate doesn't like to be tempted. Fate usually kicks the shit out of you if you tempt it.
I'm missing one egg because this one won't give me another.
So, is there... I keep forgetting the answers. Is there a visual tell of when she gets an egg?
Yeah, when she does an animation.
Oh, she
goes into a thanking animation.
She puts, like, a finger up to her
Yes.
eyeball.
Well, every... Okay, I don't want to say every Pokemon breeder has had that animation.
Yeah. They have
but
not.
They have had animations like that since Black and White.
Well, Black and White was still a pixel. Or pixel
But there
drawings.
was still some indicator in Black and White.
I've not seen any indicator in, like, almost any of the games. I definitely don't remember seeing one in Black and White.
Yeah, it's been
I'm pretty sure you
too
just had
long.
to talk to the guy.
Yeah, it was either Black and White or X and Y.
I think it was X and Y, because X and Y was when they got 3D models. I think that's when they first started doing, like, an indicator, but I don't remember.
Anyway, I want to check this Pokemon because it's brilliant.
Dang it. It's a wild Zigzagoon. Sorry, it's a wild...
No, it's a Zigzagoon.
No, what's this region?
Galar.
It's a wild Galarian Zigzagoon. Sir.
Yep.
Younger bro may have forgotten the part where he has a team of 5 Pokemon, 4 of which are eggs, and are therefore all going to learn moves and and try to evolve.
Now I knew this was gonna happen.
Oh right,
lucky me.
I guess that it's too low level to evolve. They evolve at like 21 or 24 or something.
No, it's around like 17 or 18.
Oh, okay. Well, it's still too low to evolve. But not as much as I thought.
Yeah, lucky me with Scorbunny.
Yeah.
Alright, we got one more. Here we go. And dun 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 dun.
Da, 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 da.
But yeah, we apologize if our stream occasionally looks like shit. That's just what our setting is.
Yeah, we adjusted the bitrate setting in OBS, guys, so that basically we're trying to prioritize the stream not crashing, which means that sometimes the bitrate's going to drop to like 2,000 or lower. So far, it's actually been okay. I don't think I've seen it go below 3,000.
Good.
But, yeah, if at any point in time tonight the internet decides to once again be clouded by clouds,
Wow, that was almost
it
instant.
could cause problems. I have, however, guys, adjusted the, our Wi-Fi, antenna to be closer to the exterior wall. So hopefully, we have less issues.
Yay.
What I should do, I should get the USB 3.0 extension cable, just run it over to the other side of the room, because what's the worst that happens? It disconnects. It's not going to change the problems we're having. It's just going to crash the stream anyways.
I mean, wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I don't know how well
The
it
problem is
works.
there's nothing over there that I could set it on. I'd have to like set it on that table over there, or yeah,
Yeah, it'd have to be the table.
it'd be weird. Well, why I haven't done something like that.
But yeah, like we will once again state that it's no one else causing our internet issue. It is just how our internet is.
Yep.
Donate now for us to get better internet.
No, again, do not donate now for us to get better internet. Go out and talk to your This is the one time I'll get political, because this is an act. I don't consider this to be like politically objectable. Go out and demand that your local congressmen make internet a utility. Write them letters, call them, and say, hey, my house has internet, and I need internet for my job. I insist that you vote to make sure this is a utility, and that every single house in America can have access to high-speed internet, not just every county. Because that's one of the things that pisses me off to no end. This happens for both your phone and your internet. You know those maps that you see for like AT&T or Verizon or any cable companies or whatever, any of the internet service providers or phone providers, where they show like a map that's like, here's where our service is. Those maps are some of the most inaccurate maps in the universe. Because they do not... So, when you see those maps, what do you think those maps mean?
I want to say they have internet access available in those countries. Or...
In those counties, in this case.
Yes.
So yeah, that's what you'd think it means. The baseline that I would assume, when I see those maps, I'm assuming, hey, this, for phone service specifically, I'll just use them as, but this applies to internet as well. For phone service specifically, it's like, oh, I can get about 50% of your basically you sell me a speed. So in this case, we'll say it's let me switch back to internet for a moment. 400 megabits a second is usually like a download speed you can get on most internet providers. What I assume when I see a map of my state, my country, my local county, I assume that those maps mean that in the highest colors, I can guarantee that I will get 100% service at my house pretty much all the time. And the dimmer the color gets, it's like, okay, this one should be about 75%. This one's 50%. This is 25%. This is 0. That is not what that means. That's what it's supposed to mean, in theory. But the way that they count houses, or count counties, isn't based on any logical measure that you could think of. Because when I see those maps, my assumption is, oh, this county is in dark green, or dark red, or whatever. That means that pretty much every house in the county has access to internet. No. What that means is one house in the county has access to internet. They count an entire county, assuming that at least one house has access. It doesn't mean that your house does. And they can just display it as, oh yeah, you can get perfect 5G internet in your local area. Because one house can. And it's like, yeah, if you have a fucking city, of course you can get 5G at one house in a city. But if you have any fucking kind of rural area, no, you can't.
My God.
It also doesn't even have to be 100%, I don't think. I think they only measure it based on, like, 50% of their whatever they mandate. So, yeah, those maps are some of the worst maps in the universe.
Oh,
measuring anything.
By the way, so I like how I got this Pokemon game. It's Puzzle League or something like that.
Okay.
Pokemon Puzzle League.
Yeah.
I like how I got that for the 3DS and just found out that it got released, or it will be released on the Switch.
Yep. Sounds about right.
So I had a similar experience like you had with Klonoa. I still don't know how you missed Klonoa because it was in the last 2 directs. Like,
well, to be fair, I don't. A lot of the times I don't. Like, I do see the directs, but sometimes I'll just like miss a game or completely forget that a game was in a direct because like it wasn't that important to me.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I see a lot of those games.
But Klonoa was one that, like, I should have remembered. So.
Like, I didn't even know about Klonoa until I saw it in the direct. I'm like, oh, this looks cute. I should probably write it down.
Hello, Croc. How you doing?
Hey, Croc.
Glad to see you made it.
But yeah, guys, Klonoa will eventually be played on the channel. I'm probably not going to be the one playing it. Older bro probably will be.
Yep. Probably. You've been depressed. Well, that's sad. Well, actually, it's depressing. Hope that you feel better soon, Croc. I've never been depressed, but I do hear that depression is very terrible. So I hope that you're able to overcome it as best as possible
by watching Two Bros Game Night.
I don't know if Two Bros Game Night increase or decrease the amount of depression that exists in the world. I really hope that we decrease.
Well, judging on our sub count, it might be a decrease.
Wait, what's the number that you'd assume we'd have to have in subs to be decreasing? Or to be a decrease or an increase. Like what?
I'd say to be an increase, you'd have to have over 1 million subs.
So you're thinking that if you have over 1 million subs, you're increasing the amount of depression in the world.
No,
the more
you're
subs
decreasing.
Yeah, so you think that? So you're saying 1 million subs means you start depression starts going down because of your channel, and at like 500 subs, you're actually increasing the amount of depression in the world. Yeah, he does the same thing to me, Croc. I'm just like, what?
Those were words.
Yeah.
Dun, dun.
Sometimes you just say something, and I'm just like, what?
Maybe shiny hunting will decrease the amount of depression.
I can't imagine. Like, given that 99% of... Yeah, now that 99% of, like... Or since 99% of the stuff you find is a failure. Like, that seems like that should, by definition, increase depression.
Exist.
How am I hurting your brain, Croc? I'm agreeing with you.
Come on, yellow bunny. Damn. Whee! Yay! But yeah, guys, we hope you're vastly prepared.
I'm speaking too fast. Okay, Croc, I'll do my best to speak a little bit slower.
Yeah, we hope you're vastly prepared for this year because a lot of DS games are coming.
Oh, that's true. The DS games are coming.
We have several of them in a row, guys.
Yep.
And it's not just me. Like, I have a lot of DS games upcoming. But Older Pro was like, let's add to that.
Yep. Just to be clear, does the nose piece of Scorbunny change for shiny?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. And it also changes yellow.
Well, okay. Well, it's already kind of yellow, so it just turns lighter, or it turns more golden.
We can look at it because I have one.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, it
turns golden.
It turns more golden.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it a good idea for you to buy a Nintendo 64 for your mother for her birthday?
I mean, if she plays games, then maybe.
Does she enjoy games? Did she own a Nintendo 64 as a kid?
Kill games. Watch me hatch
because
this
Nintendo
egg.
64s are going to be pretty old and pretty, like, expensive nowadays.
Believe it or
she
not.
loves old Nintendo games. I mean, maybe.
Believe it or not, the first Nintendo, I saw those only being sold for like $80-something.
That's insane to me.
Yeah.
That literally is insane to me.
Like original Nintendo.
Yeah, I need to get a new original Nintendo because mine is borked to hell.
Go on Amazon right now. It's less than 100.
Yeah.
Well, it might be more now.
I mean, I say that, but like, I'm just gonna emulate all those games. But it's nice to have a working one.
Well, it's just how we work is we own the game and also are capable of playing it.
Well, I don't think capable of playing it's possible anymore, given that my Nintendo or my I think it's my N64 doesn't work, and my NES definitely does not work. But I don't have that many NES games that I'm planning to play anyways.
I like how Croc just now said hi to Mr. B.
Yeah, he's focused on, getting his mother a gift, so.
Yeah, he's shopping on Amazon right now.
Yeah, I have something coming in from Amazon. Because I've worn through the back of my shoes almost, so I'm buying pads.
I thought that was the package I saw up front.
No, that was
your headset.
That was the headset that I have to return.
Game volume's not working.
What? Oh,
Game audio.
You are correct. It is not. Let me fix that. How do I have to do this again? Oh, there it is. That's how I have to do it.
Sorry that happened, guys. I looked over and saw it wasn't working. I'm like, oh, when did that happen?
Yeah. Could have happened when we restarted the stream.
No, it was working.
Oh. Because you audio tested?
Yes.
Okay. Well, did you audio test again when I restarted the stream?
No, but I saw that it was working.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, I was gonna say why were you up till 4 or till 5, but you're playing Call of Duty. What Call of Duty were you playing till 5 in the morning?
Probably Modern Warfare.
Also, what's your good news?
Is it that you're going to
Yep,
be moving
Modern
out?
Warfare. Probably that he got a job. Or that he passed his driving test, but he already said that. Or
You got a new car.
new car could be it. You're shiny hunting Snover. Okay. Well, hope you have good luck in shiny hunting Snover.
I still
I
have.
can't remember what shiny Christmas tree is.
Oh, its hands are like bluer.
Oh, that's sad.
I mean, I have a shiny Obama Snow from when me and you did
Yeah.
that one thing in black
But
and white.
isn't that like more significant than that?
No, like
Right.
maybe a little bit of an eye color change, but yeah, no,
Sad.
it's just still the color of the leaves that get bluer.
Disappointing.
Dun, 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 dun. Not shiny. Hey, I'm clairvoyant.
Yeah, you know, it's only a 99.9% chance that you're gonna get a non-shiny Pokemon.
I wanted.
So
I
clairvoyant.
wanted the game to prove me wrong.
No. You can't tempt fate like that.
Ugh.
You feel bad for Tryhard. What happened to Tryhard?
Yeah, what happened to Tryhard?
Did I miss something on the Discord?
I look at the Discord every day and I didn't see anything.
No. And what happened to Tryhard?
Maybe it explains why he hasn't been around.
He's having a bad time right now. Well, yeah. Like, I don't exactly. Yeah, I guess I don't know exactly what kind of bad time he's having, but yeah, that's fair.
Any specifics?
Yeah, just or even something more less general. It doesn't have to be the exact thing, I guess. Like, we talking family member death, like car breakdown, girlfriend left him,
Car breakdown sucks.
like yeah. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's fucked up.
What the fuck? What? I was not expecting that. Fucking
You know,
hell.
yeah, I said girlfriend broke up with him, but I didn't realize it was girlfriend was forced to unbreak up with him,
That's messed
or
up.
I guess him forced to unbreak up with her. That's fucking weird. Yeah.
We liked her. She was like another daughter to us. You should go date her again. Well, you're not the ones who dated her. She was terrible. Like, there's a reason why she was my ex.
Yeah, either way, that's messed up. Messed up situation.
Yeah, I haven't had a girlfriend since my second girlfriend, and I've been looking, guys, just haven't found nobody yet.
They just want him to visit her? I mean, still kind of weird.
They want them to kiss and make up.
Well, I wish him luck in however he manages to deal with this situation.
Like, I've had 2 exes, and my first ex, I'm actually still really good friends with her.
Yeah.
So it is possible to still be friends with your exes.
Yeah.
But
it's not...
It's a Yeah, with Tryhard's case, it's like... He probably didn't want to.
Yeah, he clearly didn't, and that's... Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, good luck to Tryhard.
Yeah, I'd forgiven my second ex because she finally said she was sorry to me, but
yeah. Croc, is that Croc, is that isn't that normal? But also, what is he doing? Yes, it is normal. Croc, I don't understand how your family works. Because it seems like the only times I hear anything is about you all being angry at each other, or hating each other, or punching each other.
They have great make-up family game nights.
Okay, I was very concerned where you were going with that, but you very quickly made it at least better. It's like, what?
I have older bro think on that one.
Well, I don't see how that's your fault, Croc.
That sounds like a him problem.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry to hear that you're having to deal with your brother's problem of not wanting to deal with his problems. I've definitely known people like that. It's just like, just deal with your problems. I'm not dealing with your problems for you.
Like, there's stuff I want to do, and I can't do it until I do other stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's fine if it's something you're putting off, that you know you're putting off, and you're upset with yourself for putting it off. It's just not okay to be like, hey, I'm going to put this off, and then yell at someone else.
Yeah, that's when it's not okay.
Because I'm putting this off, and I'd rather them do it than me.
Yeah.
Just fuck you.
Yeah, guys, because I can only do so much. Like, I have to have my father help me job hunt because I literally don't have the time to. Like, every once in a while, I get time and I try to apply to different places.
You do some applications.
But I don't do very many. I do like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But, yeah, guys, I've only had one place contact me back out of the 100 that I probably applied for.
Yep. And that's normal.
So, guys,
and sad.
It's probable that our schedule won't change for a long time.
Yeah, for this year.
For the rest of this year, probably not. I really didn't want to do another winter at my current work. Mainly because I get soaking wet every night, and that makes me even more cold.
Yep.
If I wasn't cold already.
Well, we'll do what we can.
At least I have kept my feet dry. That was the main problem. So.
Yep.
Yeah, guys, I was literally buying all these very tall boots left and right, but they weren't very good, and I destroyed them in like a month or two. And now I have a cheaper pair of boots, and
They're holding up better.
they're holding up so much better.
Yep. Sometimes that's the case.
Like, and they're very short. So and they're not really that tightly sealed, so I have no idea how the hell I've kept them dry.
I don't know. But glad to hear that they're working out.
Yeah, because that's the main thing. I don't want to get my feet wet, because I think getting your feet wet would cause you to get hypothermia faster.
People who get their feet wet must learn to take their medicine.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
But definitely soaking my feet every night was ruining my feet.
Yeah, no, we weren't like upset at you or anything, Mr. B. We expected. Like, to be fair, I'm not interested in Blue Fire anymore, which is why we're not playing any more of it. And because we were basically done with everything that wasn't DLC.
Yeah, you're good, Mr. B.
Yeah, like, it's fine.
Yeah, Blue Fire is done and over with, so we hope you enjoy the series that comes up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, I'm already a little excited for it.
Okay, Croc. Have a good evening.
See you, Croc.
Good luck at home.
Please tell how
Please tell him. Yeah, I mean,
Why try hard? What?
he messaged it before the second message.
Oh.
Give me 3 reasons. Well, he gave you 1.
Just give me a reason, just a little bit's enough.
It's more fun. It's more fun to be here than in the real world.
You're cool,
Mr. B,
sweet,
this is
and
still
nice.
the real world.
This is a man's world. Ow. The streamer.
That's not. First off, that's not a bribe to Croc. That's pain.
All I know is pain. Pain. All I know is pain. I'm going to send that clip to Crook.
I swear he just was Dean Sing mode. He's just gonna leave immediately. I have to see if I even have a song available. What is this? Oh, I remember what this is. Okay.
I'm so used to playing falsifiers. I'm using the D-pad on the Joy-Cons right now.
Did I do Cold as Ice? I still have it on my phone, but I can't
Yes.
remember. Okay, that's what I thought. Until 10:50, 11:50. Why are you, Mr. B? Why, as a teacher, are you bribing a student to stay up later?
I don't think Croc's in school right
Shush. I know he's out of school.
now. In fact, I think he's done with school.
He is, but that's not the point.
Unless he's going to college. I don't know if he's going to college.
I doubt that, but Croc can let us know if otherwise.
Yeah, by the way, so, father and grandma and grandpa over there.
Yeah.
We were all in a conversation,
Uh-huh.
and he was still bringing up me maybe getting more schooling And I finally outright told him, no, that doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's just like, it does not matter.
Like, I told him I will not get schooling unless my job requires it.
Yeah, this is the more important thing here. It's the fundamental thing with getting a job is that if like getting higher and higher and higher degrees doesn't really help with you getting your job.
Yeah, because it's years of experience.
They still need the experience, which means you still have to get a lower end job. So if you can't get the job now, then there isn't really a need for it.
Like school is very little experience. Like when I go to school, they're basically telling me to read this textbook.
Yeah, exactly. That's not really helpful. What you need
is hands-on training.
You need the hands-on stuff, and then it's like, okay, and it might be a situation that you get into a position and you see another position that needs higher education, so then you go for it. You go for the higher education, and then say, here's my experience in this lower education. I just got my degree. I am experienced for this job. So it might still be you go back for education without your job requiring it. But if you don't have the lower experience, you're not going to get into that higher spot anyways. Anyways, let me get back to trying to find a song.
School should...
Give me 3 reasons! Croc being like... Croc throwing this back.
The school should teach kids how to do taxes.
Mr. B,
well, they
students constantly complain, why are we doing this about math? Because they don't see practical applications. That is the practical application.
Anyway, Croc, they do teach you how to do taxes in high school. I was taught in my high
Depends on the school. All schools do their own curriculums.
Well,
so like
when I was doing, I think it was accounting. I think they taught us a little bit in that, and they also, out of the blue, one day started teaching us while I was doing a different class that had nothing to do with math or numbers. I think it was a computer class.
My parents just used TurboTax.
I mean, TurboTax.
Then my response to that, Mr. B, would be, yeah. And if your parents had $50,000 stolen from them over the course of 10 years, would they notice it?
Show me the Carfax.
Yeah. Don't want to be the victim of a random scam that slowly drains like $10 a week for the rest of your life? Know how much money you earn. And how much you have. But yeah, actually doing the taxes, though, probably not something you technically need, but at least bookkeeping. I say, as a person who doesn't do my own bookkeeping. Anyways, let me get back to the song.
I do my bookkeeping when I'm not struggling with money. I should do it when I'm struggling with money, but I'm afraid my father's going to walk into my room one day, see that I'm spending money on like a lot of stuff like Pokemon cards, and then him yelling at me. So I'm like, I'm just not going to write this down.
Yeah, younger
sis. Because you know he'd do it.
Because younger sis has been getting yelled at for her lack of money.
I mean, no.
No.
She has?
Yeah. She ran out of money.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She got, like, royally yelled at while I was here. Because she ran out of money.
She did?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because I think her bank account went into the negative because she bought something before they had processed that she didn't have any money in her account.
So, what, does she have to file bankruptcy?
No, it's just something where she can't really buy anything until she gets a positive amount. Anyways, I'm seriously trying to find a song, so give me a second. There was I know there was a song on my mind earlier
You
that
know-
was not Ballroom Blitz.
I was about to say you can always do Ballroom Blitz.
I kind of don't want to do that one.
And the man in the back said, "Everyone attack a
It has too much of a range. Because you have to go up to yeah, and it's like it's too high. I mean, even though I just did it.
But anyways, I know my father has a plan for my sister, for her to get some kind of disability money of sorts. So I don't think she'll ever have to get a job lucky.
Yeah, Mr. B. From my understanding, the situation's been taken care of, but it's like, yeah, it was definitely I definitely heard about it. Because I walked into the room and she was being yelled at, and then walked out of the room because I didn't want to be in the middle of a money argument. And it's just like, nope.
Yeah, I don't want to talk bad about
okay, I know a
sis.
song. Hold on, yeah.
But yeah, guys, she has a disability of some sort. I don't really know what it is. But that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to have to talk to father.
I'll do
about
a
it.
song that none of you guys know. I guarantee it. Which is kind of a shame. I really love this song. Okay.
By the way, guys, when we do the search for Marnie, we're thinking of inviting younger sis to view it. Well, we'll see what happens.
Younger bro is thinking of inviting younger sis. We'll see if that happens. Okay, anyways. Hey, 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 sit back on the edge of your seat if you can. Take a minute to remember to breathe, 'cause we're losing our minds where anything goes.
Oh, I know that song.
Rebel just to say that you did, to impress every hate-spewing keyboarded kid. Let's let everyone know that anything goes. Can we live a real life? A real life? And do we even know what that means? Can we live a real life and know people outside machines? Can we live a real life between the devil and the digital sea? I don't think I can do the second verse.
Yeah,
Because I don't know it well enough.
that song was in a video game I played.
Yeah. That song is the chorus to Sword Art Online abridged. Like it's the song they replaced.
Right. Yeah.
It's the song that they replaced over season 1.5.
Yeah. But that song, I think I played it in a wrestling game. I'm pretty sure it was a wrestling game.
Yeah, guys, I would highly recommend, if there's any band that I've listened to that probably nobody knows that I would recommend, listen to Greek Fire. They're a very good band. Ooh, they're an well, I knew they're a rock band. They're from St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh.
Okay, actually, they aren't. I don't want to say they're not known, because they are somewhat known. But
I hear that song in commercials all the time.
I was gonna say it appeared in one of Big Hero 6's trailers. So Disney knows who they are. But yeah, they're still not very well known.
God, I can't wait to open more Pokemon cards. That's what I'm saving up for, guys. I want to do my search for Marnie. Yeah, guys, it's very likely that I'll only be able to do one search a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, we might have small searches here and there, but grander scale searches are...
The grand
Yeah.
search. Yeah.
Like, say if we did, I don't know, the search for Zigzagoon for a year, and I find Zigzagoon across all sets.
I think that we should just, again, I think that we should limit it to like the search for Marnie for the time being. Of just like,
Well, I already know how I'm doing it. Like, I'm not going to go out and just buy all the sets, like the older ones. They're way too expensive. Yeah. What I'm going to do is just outright buy the card. Like, if I don't have it, I'll just buy the card.
Yeah. Again, like, I think, yeah, that's whatever. But,
like, basically, guys, when I do searches, I'm not going beyond, like, a set before.
uh-huh.
Like, since I'm on Sword and Shield right now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to go past Sun and Moon, and I'm just going to buy all those cards past Sun and Moon.
Yep.
Because pretty much everything before Sun and Moon is very hard to find.
What the heck is that? Did you misspell Nicktoons on this list? One of the Globs of Doom. That's Nicktoons as in like the Nickelodeon.
Yes.
Okay, you left off the K. So it's
What?
really N-I-C-T. I was like,
God damn it.
I was like,
I don't know
wait
how
a
I'm...
minute. You got it on the rest of them. That's why I was like, wait a minute. I was very confused for a second.
I can't believe I missed on Globs of Doom. Okay, so Globs of Doom is weird.
Yeah.
So that is the third game in... No, fourth game. It's the fourth game in the franchise.
Sure.
And it's not even just called Nicktoons Globs of Doom.
Yeah.
It's called SpongeBob SquarePants featuring Nicktoons Globs of Doom.
What?
Yeah. Look it up. Look it up. It's something... It's weird. So I'm like... So guys, when we play that game, we're just going to call it Nicktoons Globs of Doom.
Well, because all I'm thinking of is, like, that would be like saying... That would be like seeing a game called Bayonetta featuring Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Or something. Like, what the fuck?
That is basically what it is.
What does that mean?
It's so weird. But yeah, guys, out of the Nicktoons franchise, I've only played 2 games.
Yeah.
And that's Volcano Island and Globs of Doom. So the 2 newest ones.
Yep.
Wait. No, Volcano Island was the second game. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So I played the second and the fourth game.
Yeah.
And they haven't... I don't want to say they haven't had a game since because they had the Nicktoons Smash game.
Yeah.
But I don't think that has a story, so I don't count it.
Yeah. By the way, as normal, your streams and the mobile series are vying back and forth for the longest list right now.
Like, longest series?
No, as in, like, the one that has the most entries on it.
Oh. The held ones, like the ones yet to be scheduled, or...
No, as in the ones we have on the schedule.
Oh, the ones we have on the schedule, okay. Yeah, because I
was gonna say, the held series isn't even, like, accounted for. Because that... If I included all the games yet to be scheduled on the list, your streams would be hugely longer than your mobile series.
Yes, they would be.
Which reminds me, I do need to go back and, like, I need to work on that.
Yeah, I don't know if we should maybe say what recordings and streams should be, but I'm...
Like, what do you mean?
I'm wondering if we should maybe, boost our recordings to anything like 18 hours, be a let's play.
Oh, you're saying that some of the games that you have in streams you want to put into to try to balance them out.
Maybe, yeah.
We can look at that, because
I want to say
15 hours. The reason I set 15 hours is because the idea with 15 hours is if a game is 15 hours long, that's 2 episodes an hour. That's 30 episodes. 30 episodes is 2 months for a series.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's why I kind of set it of like, okay, if we're playing a game for more than 2 months, it's gonna start dragging.
But sometimes how long to beat is wrong.
That is true. And that is the inherent problem, is there's no way for us to really know if how long to beat is correct until we play it.
Because there's a lot of games we don't know what we're going to do with them until we start playing them.
Yes.
Like, for instance, I'm playing Metal Gear. All of them. I don't know if I'm going to do all the side stuff. And I think it's just one.
Exactly. And that's why I always determine it based on just that middle time. Because if we don't do the content, we will generally get up to about that time. And if we do the extra content, it'll go longer.
Yeah.
So...
yeah, that's why I always look at the middle time as well.
Yeah.
Because I'm just saying maybe we should increase it maybe by an hour because of... I know we've had a couple series that are like 16 hours.
Yeah.
And we
that was the thing. It was the way that I did it was that it was under... I don't think I have a set time, but it's like... I think the current system I have, if I tried to word it out, is that anything under 15 should pretty much always be a Let's Play. And anything above 20 should always be a stream. But 15 to 20 is kind of like wherever.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we can try to narrow it down a little bit.
Yeah, guys, because Sly Cooper,
yeah,
that was 16 hours.
Yeah.
But that was the shortest game.
Yeah.
The next game, 18 hours.
Yeah. And I think given... well, and that... yeah, that's where it becomes an interesting question of... because Sly Cooper could be a situation that kind of works like Sonic did for me. Where we might look at how we're playing Sly Cooper and try to say... are we getting stuck too much in the game? Should we make these Let's Plays or streams based on how much we're getting stuck? Versus, compare that to the actual time in the game and say...
I mean...
to give a better...
I know we got stuck today. By the way, I did find out where those last 2 bottles were.
Yeah.
You won't believe where they are.
Oh, good.
But anyways...
you won't... yeah, you will not... you'll never guess number 24 and 25.
But anyways... I'm not sure if all Sly Cooper games play like the first one.
Exactly.
Well, they probably play like it, but I don't know if it has the collectibles.
Yeah, so exactly. So it's...
because I don't think they're going to have the Thievius Raccoonus in the next game. But to upgrade Sly Cooper might still be the same. We might still have to find some kind of collectible to upgrade Sly.
Yeah, so it's a situation where we just don't know because that's the... again, the inherent problem that we have come up against with the channel was that the original idea behind the channel was that every single game we played, one of us would have played in the past, and one of us would not have. And the person who had not was the person who was playing the game. We scrapped that very early on. But that was a concept we had. And the reason we did that was like, then the person would know how the game plays, how long it'll take, and stuff like that.
But yeah, we had to scrap that.
Never did that. That never happened.
Yeah,
the first games that we played were a game that I think Undertale was a game I had played. And you hadn't.
I hadn't. But I knew about it.
But I played it, didn't I? Or no, you played that.
You played it? Yeah. I knew about it because I've watched playthroughs.
Yeah, but I ended up playing it.
No, I played it.
Or you played it. You played it. That, I think, is the only game that we played.
Welcome back, Croc.
Welcome back. I think that's the only game that we played that worked that way. There might be other games since, but like...
yeah, and then we immediately went into Paper Mario.
Well, yeah, Paper Mario, which I had never played
and I never played.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure every game after that, that wasn't the case either.
Yeah.
So that was the only game on the channel that, like, within our first games that did that. And we've dropped the concept after.
Like, I mean, there have been games you've played that I have played, but they are very rare.
Yeah, it's not it's not a case where we've never done that since, but it's that was the first game we played, and it was the concept behind it, and then we stopped with that concept after that game. So now there are games that you've played that you want to play that I have no idea about, but that's it. Like, that's kind of how it's flipped. It kind of flipped to most of the games you play are games you've already played or want to play, but neither of us have any idea about it, or you do.
I mean, eventually we'll get to a point where we're playing games that I've not played.
Yes, but what I'm saying is that, like, it's switched to... The original idea was the person who wasn't playing knew about the game, and the person who was playing didn't.
Yeah.
And now it's more, you know about the game, you're playing it. So...
Yeah, because that's how it is with Fossil Fighters. Like, guys, I'm pretty much an expert on the Fossil Fighters
Yeah, and it
game.
makes sense to do that. But, like, yeah, the original concept was, like, a more, I'm sharing this game with you that I've played and want you to play it. And that has been completely thrown out. Fuck that. But it does mean we have problems where we say, we don't know how long this game will take. Yeah, again, guys, there have been a lot of mistakes we've made over the course of our YouTube streaming experience. YouTube/streaming experience, I should say. One of which is we did not stream Paper Mario. One of which was we did not stream Danganronpa.
Yeah, this is why we have How Long to Beat.
Yeah, we pretty cool. Yeah, within the last... Has it been like 2 years now that we've had How Long to Beat? Something like that.
It's... Yeah, it's been about 2 years now. Because, it was ever since Danganronpa. Like, after Danganronpa, I was like,
we
no.
said no, because fuck this.
Yeah, because...
Twilight Princess should have been streamed. Again,
Twilight Princess,
the problem was, those games came out so early, we weren't streaming at the time.
No.
Paper Mario, we weren't
weren't
at the time.
No,
we did stream Luigi's Mansion, but that was it. We just didn't stop. We barely did any streams. And
yeah, we did one Twitch stream, and that was Luigi's Mansion in our first year.
And that shouldn't have been streamed. There's no reason we should have streamed that game.
Yeah, so we didn't really have a concept of what needed to be streamed and what
and then starting with... It was before Danganronpa, we started having a concept of, like, let's sort out some of the games that should be streams, which ones should be Let's Plays. But we didn't have any reason for it. We're kind of like, throw them wherever, and we're like, these games we know are long, they should go here. We didn't have any numbers behind it.
But there were also games that we just didn't know about.
Yeah, because we'd not played them.
So I just put those in a stream.
And I'd never played Danganronpa, but knew about it. And younger bro had never played it and had no idea about it.
Now that we've had a very recent fuck up, and that was Survival Catme.
Yes, that was also
that
before. But also, wasn't that a game that you said would take a long time because you got stuck on it?
Yes.
Yeah, so that was also a problem of, we didn't have the How Long to Beat, but also younger bro was pretty certain it would take a long time because he'd fucked up with it before and taken a long time.
It took me a week to beat.
Yeah,
like,
so
I don't know why.
That was a situation that was literally unavoidable. Like, I guess we could have said, oh, How Long to Beat says it's 2 hours.
No, here's the thing. I think we looked it up on How Long to Beat, and it didn't have a time.
Yeah, oh, yeah. It's like, it was one of those games that, like, did not have a time, or was like, we weren't sure on it. So we're just like, fuck it. We'll just go with what younger bro says, because we don't have a clue.
Exactly.
And then, the game was ultra short. But yeah, guys, there are a lot of things on the channel that we've done in the past that, looking back, we would love to have, like, not done differently. And that's normal. There are some things we can fix, and there are some things we can't fix. We can't fix Paper Mario not being a stream. Because there's just no reason to replay Paper Mario, because, like, it's not like we didn't do anything in it. The game was 100% done. Like, I don't really like. I mean, I like the game, but I don't need to play it again.
I mean, unless you wanted to go back and do all the side quests that we missed, like
There really weren't many side quests in Paper Mario 1. 64
really.
doesn't really have side quests. Like, that was a thing for Thousand Year Door. So we could do it, like, we could go back and do the side quests in Thousand Year Door, but yeah, there's really nothing left in Paper Mario 64.
It's just, I know we did all the side quests and Fables.
I think we still missed some, but they were very few and far between. Like, there was one thing where we had to go and do something in the casino area. We had to... And then we had to do all the hard mode fights of the bosses.
Yeah.
And there was something else. But, yeah, we did pretty much everything in that game.
Yeah, we did all that we could.
Yeah. Again, there was a couple... I think there's a couple things I could still do. Like, if I went back now, I probably could get a couple more achievements. But I would not do the hard mode bosses.
No. No.
Not because I don't think I could, but just because it would... I feel like I would have to, like, grind up money to get certain items and stuff to do it.
Yeah, like, that's what we're doing in Fossil Fighters right now. I have to grind money in order to upgrade everything, which we will do.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, I usually have everything upgraded by the time I hit, like, level 3 or 4 fighter.
Yeah, so for the first hour, we are at the first hour, by the way. So I will run the ad, but like for the first hour, the internet was fine. After the first hour, it started.
I noticed.
dropping.
I noticed that. Yeah.
And now it's at 0. So it's about that. So yeah, guys, we'll be right back after a word from not our sponsors, because we don't get sponsored. So, we'll be right back.
But yeah, guys, I greatly enjoy Fossil Fighters, and I hope you guys are enjoying the streams that are coming out for it.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry that I did dinosaur games back to back, but that was just how my stream list was.
Okay, Croc, have a good evening.
See you, Croc. That was just how my stream list was. I literally couldn't edit it. And don't worry, the next game after is not a dinosaur game.
I mean, I can confirm that.
I can confirm that. I
Well,
know
yeah.
my list. I know what's next.
Well, yeah, no. I know you know what's next. I'm trying to ensure that that's completely accurate.
Because, guys, I can't even schedule a lot of Jurassic Park stuff because I have a lot of Jurassic Park stuff coming in mobile slot.
Yeah. To be clear, our stream, or like our the Two Bros category is not in an order.
Two Bros.
Like the slot, like the thing we have that's like
That
all the Two Bros games. That's in any order.
I put it in an order that would space them out.
Yeah, but I'm saying like because we have
But
all the Pokemon at top.
but Two Bros,
and then all the Pokemon for me like are near the bottom.
yeah, Two Bros play order.
That's never been organized.
Well, no, where all the Pokemon stuff is and the Lego games that are the things that are being imported, those are actually organized and those have to play that way.
Sure, but whatever. But like I'm saying, like it's.
But everything below that, I did not organize it.
Yeah.
I haven't touched it.
I'm just trying to make sure there isn't any Let's Plays or anything that might actually be.
Like, I can confirm the next dinosaur game is going to be a mobile game. Or it's at least going to be in a mobile slot.
Yes, that does appear to be the case. I can't think of anything.
Like, a new dinosaur.
We would have to get to the next Spyro game, which is still a dragon. It's not even a dinosaur, but like, before we'd even get close. Unless that game over there has dragons in it. Cannot confirm. Or dinosaurs. Can't confirm. Again, that'd probably be dragons. I don't think there's anything dinosaur for a long time. So.
Yeah, guys, so I'm giving you a little break on it.
Yeah. Thank God!
Speaking of dinosaurs, those who are looking forward to Jurassic World Aftermath Season 2, it has been recorded. It is coming. In fact, that's going to be one of the next mobile things coming. It's only been delayed because of Evolution 2.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, that game basically wasn't finished. Like, I did 4 episodes of the Season 1. They announced Season 2. I'm like, oh, should record that. And guys, I've had Season 2 recorded for almost a year now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Blame Evolution 2.
Yeah. That is one of the things that I was struggling with today, because, as I was saying to Younger Bro earlier in the day, one of the things, guys, that we do is we keep, or we have now have a policy of we are keeping literally every single piece of content we make. So all the new videos since this year, except for ones that have been lost, like every single video has been kept. We keep the unedited videos. We keep the file we use to edit them. We keep the file that creates the thumbnails. We keep all the end credits. We keep all the, like, stuff like that.
And
basically, anything that you guys see and hear is kept in some format.
Yeah, and we have only started doing that because of, I think it's due to copyright reasons.
Well, copyright and YouTube ever getting fucked over. So.
And also...
Or alternatively, well, actually, the actual reason is...
And also because of Dragon Maid.
Yes.
Situations like
that. That was the main reason. But actually, a real reason is I am hedging my bets on YouTube. If YouTube ever goes down and we have to get our videos back, that way we have them. 2, if Twitch ever finally decides to compete with YouTube, then I can re-upload every single video to Twitch. So,
yep.
Or any platform. So, it gives me full control over the content I have made.
Yeah, we know it costs a lot of money to store all that, but guys, we kind of have to.
Yeah. Right now, we're not spending a lot of money because we're just going to put them on hard drives, but at some point I might decide to do a more digital backup, in which case that would probably require, like, server payments. We'll see about that.
Yeah,
that will probably wait until we have, like, we can pay.
Until we get paid.
Until like we make money off it, and like there's a company that actually is earning money, that could afford the upkeep costs. We'll talk on it.
Yeah.
But for now, it's just we throw it onto a hard drive. So I today went through and resorted all of our thumbnails because I'm trying to get everything into a format of by year, rather than by, like, the way we organized it was by action games, adventure games, RPGs, and it was very confusing. So I'm just throwing everything.
I didn't know that.
So I'm just throwing everything in folders. They're like, here's 2018 and 2019 and 2020. The reason I brought this up was because we keep every single thumbnail, including thumbnails from games that are not on this channel anymore. So, like, I have the thumbnail for the old Moonlighter series that's no longer exists. It is gone. I have the thumbnail for, like, Super Mario Maker 2 when I played it, which is also gone. It doesn't exist anymore. But I have the thumbnail for it.
Yeah, and we just redid Moonlighter, didn't we?
Yeah. I also have the old Hollow Knight thumbnail. I intended to delete both those Hollow Knight and Moonlighter thumbnails, except it seems that it somehow got overwritten over the new thumbnails. So now I have to rebuild the new thumbnails. And since I have them, I was just like, fuck it, I'll keep them. But it does mean that we have the Mario Maker 2 thumbnail. Which I should probably throw into the future thumbnails now, since it's now a thumbnail for a future series rather than a thumbnail for an old series. But, whatever.
Yeah, Moonlighter was a decent series.
Yeah,
like,
it was a...
I can't say it was all fun because we had to go through several dungeons, and it took a while. It was kind of boring without anybody there,
But I'm just glad I got through it because I was.
You even got through the DLC.
Yeah, I was super frustrated with not being able to get through that game. And then yeah, once we got through that, it was like, oh, cool. Yeah, the DLC was surprisingly easier than I thought it would be.
Yeah,
Like
you were already determined to quit if you weren't doing that well, and you were doing fine.
Yeah, because I was like, well, I struggled enough with the game the first time. I don't want to force myself into getting through this if I can't. But yeah, we got through it pretty easily. It was just that final fight that was like, oh, damn it.
Now, Blue Fire is a different story.
Yeah, Blue Fire, like...
It's just like, no,
yeah,
fuck you.
I do not nail myself to DLC. Once the game is completed, the game's completed. Like, if I don't want to do the DLC, if I think it's too difficult and I just don't want to spend the time on it, I'm not going to. But Moonlighter was absolutely worth spending the time on the DLC. Greatly enjoyed. Yeah, Blue Fire's not.
Yeah, guys, like...
Celeste was worth the DLC. I greatly enjoyed going through that final DLC, or the final chapter, even though it absolutely was meant for speedrunners. It was fun. Pain in the ass, but it was fun.
Yeah, and I can't say that. I kind of hated it. In fact, I gave the series back to older bro.
Yeah, Younger Bro has been, because of this series, Younger Bro probably will not be playing a lot of the games like that, so if anyone expects us to play Super Meat Boy, I'll probably be playing it.
Yeah, guys, like, I can play them on my own time, but
yeah,
not as a recording. It would be more stressful to record. And it was.
Yep.
Like, I mean, there are some moments where I have to come in to help you, like, you're too tired to try it, so I'll try.
Yeah, where my hand's literally, like, exhausted, and I'm just like, I need to take a 10-minute break. You do this for a while. But those were very few and far between.
I don't know, when it got to the final chapter, it kind of happened a lot.
That's fair. But again, that is literally a speedrunner chapter. It was designed for, like, a farewell to the community.
I like how you wanted to get every strawberry.
Oh, God. Let's not talk about that. Like, in all honesty, it probably wouldn't be that hard. It's just... Well, okay. It wouldn't be that hard to get all the cassettes, to get, like... It wouldn't be that hard to get all the A-sides, the B-sides, and the C-sides. It wouldn't be that hard to get all the normal strawberries. It would be a pain in the ass to get the golden strawberries.
Oh, there's golden strawberries.
The golden strawberries are the deathless strawberries. You get them at the beginning of the level, and you have to get to the end of the level without dying. And I will never do those. Ever. Like,
oh, no.
I refuse.
Even I couldn't do that.
Because of Chapter 12. Or Chapter 11, whatever the chapter number was. The final one.
Yes.
Chapter 9. It might have been 9.
I don't remember. It's been a long time since we played Celeste.
But the final chapter is like, doing that without getting any deaths is insane. Oh, and there actually is. It's funny because it actually is, like, as a reminder, Chapter 12 or the final chapter has a room where death is required.
Right. Yeah.
So they actually had to put in a specialty trigger in that room to say if you have the golden strawberry and die in this room, you keep the golden strawberry, because it literally is impossible to get the golden strawberry in that level because of the required death.
Yeah, speaking more of the channel, guys, we are slowly working on the Year 4 update. We are still
Yeah.
not done with it.
We're actually pretty close to being done with it, honestly. The
Yes.
main things left are, well, everything but thumbnails and some re-uploads are done.
Re-uploads should start beginning again soon,
I
guys.
mean, they already started again because
they
we
did?
just got
Well,
Miss Kobayashi out.
well,
So.
yeah, Miss Kobayashi was a re-upload,
So.
but it was a different kind of re-upload. We're talking about going back to stream re-uploads.
Yeah. So those are, yeah. But yeah, we have those to do, and then after that, it's just completely taking down and redoing Pokemon Go.
Yep.
So that series is just getting fundamentally redone.
And then it's gonna have a season 2.
Anyways, getting back to the thing that I was talking about with thumbnails, the reason why I'm bringing that up is that the way I'm doing thumbnails, or the way I'm doing series, is I am counting a series as it's whatever year it happened in. So, not whenever it started, not whenever it ended. So, I'm not putting series that start in one year and end in another year in multiple years.
You're doing it where in the start.
Yes, except for certain series. Things like hot takes that are going to happen for the rest of time throughout the channel's history. Like, those will be in every year.
By the way, there was something I did want to talk to you about,
Yeah.
and I didn't remember until now.
Yeah.
Should we flip the trailer playlist? That way it has the newer trailers first and not the older ones. That way people can see what's coming out next.
Maybe. I mean, technically we don't know about that playlist, but sure. Whatever playlist you're talking about could be flipped. I don't see a problem with that.
Okay, we'll discuss it more later then.
Yeah.
Cause I'm trying to think of all the playlists that
should be flipped.
should be.
The main one was the bite-sized games, which I was like, we should have that be
Yes.
in reverse order so that the newest game's on the top.
The only other one I'm thinking we flip is also the announcements, the channel
Announcements
updates.
is fine. The channel updates is fine because those are all the ones below are pretty much always resolved.
Yes.
So yeah, that's fine. But yeah, most of our series will be the correct way around, guys. We only have a few that we do backwards.
Yep. Yeah, guys, cause I hate it when, say, I go to Unlisted Leaf.
Yeah.
And Unlisted Leaf has this problem. Bad.
Yeah.
I hate it when I go into one of his series playlists. It could be for X and Y,
Yeah.
and it starts with his newest
Exactly.
videos first.
So, yeah, because, like, for example, we could do a series like our hot takes backwards and put, like, newer movies on top of older movies. That's fine, because there isn't really an order to that. Like, the order is what order we watched them in, but, like, there is no reason why the Elvis movie or or Pokemon Detective Pikachu movie or should be on top of that playlist. It has no inherent order. But something like a gameplay playthrough, you expect to start at 1 because it's the start, and you expect to end at the end. You don't want to start a playlist where it's like, I'm at part 32 finale and watch backwards to part 1.
Yeah, honestly, it's a fundamental problem with YouTube. I wish when you went into a playlist, you had the option to flip the playlist.
That was one of the things that pissed me off when YouTube updated and it deprecated a lot of the, I'll call them mods for YouTube. Because there was one of the big, in quotes, mods for YouTube, was a playlist feature where you could flip the playlist. There was a button that literally says, play in reverse. because of that fucking problem. It's how hard is it to implement that? Just play the bottom one first. Up.
Yeah, like, I hate talking bad about Unlisted Leaf, but it's not just Unlisted Leaf.
It's a common YouTube problem.
A lot of big YouTubers just don't sort the shit well.
Well, and also, it might be done somewhat intentionally. They might do it that way so that when you play a playlist, you're seeing their newest video first, so that their newest video gets more views. If that is their intended reason for doing that, fuck you. But I understand it. From a YouTube analytics perspective, I could see why they'd play it that way.
Like,
but
I
don't know.
too.
I've not heard that. But if there is... The only thing I can think of is that that's why that happens. Because so many channels have that happen. But, like... I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm unaware.
I'd have to somehow in some way talk to a big enough YouTuber that does that. Like, the only one that I can think of that I've ever actually talked to is actually Burkle. I have talked to Burkle once or twice.
Yep.
But I talked to him about Doctor Who and not his channel.
Yep.
Maybe I should ask him about the channel.
Yeah. But
the one thing I do know a lot of big YouTubers do, and they've come out and said that Burkle has.
Yeah.
Is that the shorter the name on your video, the better your analytics or something like that.
Yeah. And the problem is we're a gaming channel, and we don't do that. Well,
even gaming channels do that. He's a gaming channel.
Yeah, the gaming channels do that, but it's like, we're an old-school gaming channel, where our policy on naming is, you put the game in the title, and you put the channel name in the title, and you put a title in the title, and you say, oh, this will get the most possible views because people will be searching for the game, and people might be searching for your channel, and people might be searching for whatever random quote you put in. But nowadays, it's just the random quote. Fuck everything else.
Yeah, like...
Which doesn't even... Because here's what doesn't make sense. That would make perfect sense on YouTube if that's what the tags were for. Like, YouTube...
The tags are optional.
Yeah. YouTube has a title, and they have tags. The title is the title of the video. There are tags on the video that are like that you can put in pretty much anything. You can put in like hashtags. You can put in like relative information on what the video is. In a normal world, those would be things that would appeal to the YouTube algorithm. They would say, okay, these are some of the search terms that apply to this video. This video has Pokemon in it, so it must be a Pokemon video. This video says Sword and Shield, so it's probably Pokemon Sword and Shield. The game set below says it's Sword and Shield, so I think this is a Sword and Shield video. This says Shiny Hunting, so it's probably a Shiny Hunting video. And you would, when you search for Pokemon Sword and Shield Shiny Hunting, it would look for videos that have the title and the game and the tags that match and say, these are probably what you're looking for. But according to YouTube, those tags don't fucking do anything. By their own admission, they say, these tags have very little impact on searchability. And so it's like, so what the fuck are they for?
Like, well, if you click on those tags, sometimes those tags can take you to the people that made the game.
Yeah, I get that, but it's like,
like,
why the hell would your tag section not be tags that apply to the video that increase the searchability for that thing?
Like, for posting websites like Twitter and Facebook, that's how that works.
Yeah, that's how it works on Twitch. Twitch has tags. Like, we have achievement hunting at 100% on this video right now. Because we're doing shiny hunting, and they don't have a tag for that. So I would call this achievement hunting at 100% because we're going for 100% of all shiny Pokemon, which are an achievement. Because that's the best fucking tags I have. But somebody searching for a video who's looking for 100% playthrough would find this video. That's what those tags are fucking for. They increase the searchability. So why the hell doesn't YouTube have that?
Now, I don't know about the category. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, there's also category.
Category is like title. Or is like the YouTube thing where it says, like, this game. You can search for categories. You can say, I want to search for Pokemon Sword and Shield and find only people streaming Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Yeah. But
So-
it says that's also optional.
Yes. But unlike on YouTube where they say it's optional, on Twitch it's less optional.
Yeah, like
It
this
is-
will throw it in the Pokemon.
Yeah, it actively is super beneficial for you to put exactly what you are doing in your
Yes.
tags.
On Twitch.
So, Twitch, it's optional, but it is beneficial. On YouTube, it's optional, and they explicitly state it does nothing. So why the fuck are they there?
Just to put something else on your video.
Yeah, it's to be like Twitter, and to be like Facebook, and to be like Twitch. Because they have those, so we should have them. But they don't fucking do anything. So it's like, I'd be perfectly happy to remove the game's name from our titles, and to remove, like, our channel name from our titles, if the fucking tags we put on the video worked. If they helped to search, then we wouldn't need them in the title, and we could make the title shorter. But they don't fucking work that way. So, why would I be encouraged to shorten our titles when the fucking site literally tells me the features for shortening your title don't work?
Yeah, guys, also, we need at least, like 50 more characters on YouTube for title.
Honestly, we're pretty good on title. We have never really... We've had maybe a handful.
We struggle with Pokemon cards.
Yeah, it's like we've had like maybe a handful of times where we've needed to shorten a title. So we've actually done very good for pretty much all of our series. Trading, yeah, the TCG is one of our series, but that's because I insisted we have Pokemon TCG in every single video. Because it was,
yeah, like...
Yeah. Like, before we had that in there, there was no problem with titles.
And I could argue against it, like, if we absolutely had to, I think we should just drop the TCG and just have it be the names of the sets.
Yeah. But the reason I insisted on having it is because it is both to help with searchability, but more importantly, it's so I can fucking find the videos. Because I can't, if I need to edit something on those videos,
yeah, you don't.
I have to type in Pokemon TCG to find them. I actually have this problem with one of our other series, but there's no way to resolve it. Well, it's not this problem. It's when I filter for when I put all of our series on our list to filter through them all.
Is it bite size that you're having this?
No, bite size is fine. No, it's not a playlist. It's the titles.
Okay.
When I filter for every single video on our channel, we have it except for 2 sets of videos. They all follow game name, channel, or game or anime, channel or series, and then title. So when I go to sort for something, I can sort for AM2R and find it. I can sort for Miss Kobayashi's Dragmate and find it. Because, like, the first part of the title is the thing that we are playing or watching. So it's very easy to find. One of the series that I can't talk about has that, but it doesn't have a title. So, like, the first part is completely easy to search for, but it doesn't really follow our exact naming scheme. But the main series that doesn't follow our naming scheme well is Hot Takes. Because the series is Hot Takes. The name of the thing we're doing is Movie Reaction.
Yes.
So the problem is when I try to search for Hot Takes, I have to search by Hot Takes. I have to filter by the center category.
Yes.
Because if I filter by the first one, it puts Elvis at E, and it puts Pokemon at P, and they're not next to each other.
Yes.
So, and there's no way to fix it. There just is not a way to fundamentally fix that. It's just that it is as best named as it possibly could be, and I can't really revise it.
Remember when they were streams?
There were streams for one. Here's the thing. I've considered streaming them. There are some of them we could stream. It's just
Not all of them should be.
Well, here's the problem. The reason I did them as streams initially was because the idea for the series was movie would come out on Thursday/Friday. We would watch it on Saturday and get our opinions out as fast as possible because we don't have an advanced viewing. We are not a big YouTuber out in California that can get an advanced viewing because they do movie reactions. So they don't get their, like, a lot of the big movie reviewing channels get their viewing out on Thursday. Like, they get it out literally the first fucking possible minute the movie goes out. And, like, so that was my way of being like, oh, we'll stream it. That way we'll get the maximum amount of early views. Because we won't have to worry about editing it and, like, putting it up at the time that is, like, the most appropriate for the channel.
Yeah, I think the issue was preparing the banner.
Yeah, as we had to prepare the banner and the thumbnails, and it was a pain in the ass to get done. Sometimes I still struggle with us editing it. So, it was a pain in the ass to do as a stream. And also, the other thing is, most of the videos we've watched recently, we have not gotten to them for more than a week after they've gone out. So there is no reason to stream them, because all the early views are gone.
Yep.
So, there just is not a benefit to us streaming it. And the other thing is that streaming it inherently meant we had to ignore chat because we were trying to talk about the movie without other people's opinions. So we'd have to just completely ignore chat. Not that anyone showed up at the time. So it's not like anyone gave their opinions or were distracting us, but like...
Plus, we didn't want chat to do spoilers until after.
Exactly. So it's one of the situations where, like, nowadays Mr. B would probably show up in us talking about a movie, and he might not spoil anything, but other people could. So it's like, it's an idea that had good intention, but doesn't fundamentally work in the way I want it to, and we're not watching movies at a time that would make it a good idea to do anyways. Hello, Ranch Bandit. Thank you for raiding.
Hello, Ranch.
Now is... okay,
now, is that Pokemon Ranch?
No, well, here's the thing. This is an actual question about raiding that I'm not sure of how this works. When it says it's raiding with a party of one, does that mean only Ranch Bandit is raiding? Or does that mean Ranch Bandit and one person is raiding?
Feel free to let us know.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if anyone knows. But, like, I wondered that whenever I see party of one. It's like, so that's just the streamer, right?
Great question. Thank
you.
you.
There we go.
That's a great question that I'm not providing.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
Just nobody knows. I don't know. I'm assuming it's just Ranch Bandit. But, yeah, thank you for the raid.
Yeah, we rarely
We're,
get raids.
right now we're looking for Scorbunny in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Yeah. With very little luck. I want to say it's me plus one.
Okay.
Well, thank you for the luck. We will graciously accept it.
We will graciously accept luck. I need the luck today.
You just got yours in 15 eggs. Well, absolutely great.
That's what happened with my Grookey when I first shiny hunted Grookey off camera.
Yeah, he got it off camera in 15 eggs. On camera, it was still a long time.
So yeah.
Whenever we're streaming, for some reason, we have no luck. But off camera, he finds it almost immediately.
I mean, do you remember my Snom hunt?
Yeah. Yeah. It almost took 1,000. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean, that's kind of what it's averaging out in egg hunts right now with starters. I don't know about... Like, it could be different depending on the Pokemon.
Yeah. Now, you did... For the app, you did count... For egg hunting, you're counting by egg. And for normal encounter hunting, you did it by the Pokemon you ran into, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we can actually directly compare and see.
Yes. And Snom is so far the worst. Because I think it was over 2,000 encounters.
Yeah, some ludicrously bad number.
But then again, I went out in the wild and shiny hunted it.
Yeah.
And it's a later Pokemon, and I wasn't expecting it to be that long because all the other hunts I've seen averaged out to about 500.
Yeah.
So
that's why I wanted to know, because I want to see. I do want to get some hard evidence on if egg hunting is better.
So as far as I'm aware, I'm the worst shiny Snom hunter on YouTube.
Where are we at Scorbunny? That's a good question. We have
280.
Scorbunny.
Yeah, 282.
I was gonna say we have Scorbunny
83.
number 1.
But
This is number 2.
Yes. This is our
So-
second Scorbunny we're going after. If
Yeah.
that's the other.
But
answer.
like, how many eggs were there for the first one?
Like over 1,000.
Yeah. So we're probably coming up pretty close to like 2,000 for the line. So.
That's if we can get to 500 this episode.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta turn off my alarm. Should probably do that.
Yeah, you probably should.
God damn! I thought I'd turn. I swear I turned off this alarm to brush my teeth at this time. I swear it just turned it off because it woke me up in the middle of the night last time. I'm like, no.
That's the plan. Plan is 100% shiny decks.
I mean, we did it for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee before we knew we were doing it wrong, but...
Well, to be fair, everyone was doing it wrong, and nobody knew. So...
And also, I might be shiny hunting slower than most other shiny hunters because I release my Pokemon...
Yeah, you don't just fill up boxes and boxes until you get it.
I don't do that.
But see, that's a great way to know how many eggs it took. You just count the boxes.
But that's why we have the counter.
Yeah, that's fair. I didn't say you didn't have an alternative.
Oh. But yeah. I'm hopeful to be out of I'm hopeful to be out of the starters very soon. I do know that shiny hunting Sobble sucks.
Yeah.
Cause I think the first person to ever find shiny Snobble, it was like well over 2,000 encounters.
Yeah.
And I don't think he had the shiny charm, which was another reason why it took that long.
Thank you for the luck, Ranch Bandit, and have a good evening.
Oh, thank you for the luck.
Yeah.
You're
yeah,
supplying me a second shiny charm. Thank you.
Yes. Oh, that'd be so nice. But no.
Double lucky.
Yeah, seriously. No, like.
Oh no.
I do love the egg hunting method. It's a very...
Love your energy.
Share your
You
might be the
with
first
me.
person that's ever said that. So, thank you.
Sometimes when we're shiny hunting, we're low on energy because we've already talked too much.
This is one of our high energy days where we've had a lot to say and enough people around to say stuff too.
Say what you need to say.
Do you guys need a stream layout designed? I do them for fun. Not particularly. Usually, it's usually people talking about our comedy, but those are in other videos.
Right.
This is...
Twitch layout.
It was the raid, wasn't it? I mean,
No.
we have had a couple other raids, but they're very rare.
I mean, we think
But-
Mr. B still here. He's just in the chat somewhere.
Yeah. We don't really need a stream layout at this time. At some point, we might get one. Honestly, we need other things designed than a stream layout at this point.
What does he mean by like stream layout?
As in,
what
like,
is that?
having the video on and, like, having, like, a border around
Oh,
and having
yeah,
chat and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't really do that.
Yeah. We could
Well-
we could have a border at some point.
Well,
that
we
might need a layout, but
we did that for our Pokemon TCG. Like we had
yes,
a border,
we do
but
that for those kind of videos.
I scrapped it.
Yeah. Oh, you've just completely thrown out the...
Yeah, because the reason why I scrapped it is because the camera's too far away. Like,
Gotcha.
people can't see the cards. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I thought that was the reason why you had the border, like the thing on the outside where it showed the card.
But not all the cards.
Yeah, okay, you're just saying that they can't see pretty much any of the cards.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
I mean, granted, we now have a new setup, and
Yeah.
The camera is closer. It's still not.
Well, I was gonna say.
enough.
So how are you doing the rarer cards now? Or are you just
Okay,
not?
right now I am just not numbering them. Like a lot of other channels do it. It's like I just don't think we should anymore.
Okay, that's fair. I
Um,
cannot argue with that.
Because it just takes way too long to research every card. Because I have to literally research the card first.
Yep.
And then find the best grading on the card. And then I have to get the name of the card, the official name.
Oh, good. So I can see you're occasionally having some of the same difficulties I have, but
And then I have to compare the
not for
prices to
trading cards.
other sites and not just
Yeah.
one.
That's pretty bad.
So.
Yep. See you, Ranch Bandit.
See you, Ranch.
We will let you know if we need one. You will probably be one of the first to know.
Or some ranch dressing.
As at egg 121. Well, I think we're past that today. How many?
No, 280. We're at 288.
Yeah.
We're not at 800.
No, he said 121.
Oh,
It's like I think we're past that.
Yeah, we're well past that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first.
421. Okay, that might be possible. If we get to 421.
Yeah, let me look
today.
at collections and let me search Scorbunny. Oh, actually, the first hunt was not that bad. It was only 600.
Okay, so we're actually probably only.
But Grookey was the 1,500.
I was gonna say we're probably only close to about 1,000 for Scorbunny then.
Yeah, sorry.
Have a good night.
My apologies. It seems like Scorbunny
I mean,
was.
Scorbunny's only at part 7 or whatever.
This is part 7, yeah.
I think this is 8. It's like it's only had 7 videos or something before
Yeah,
this.
so once we hit 10, we're going to switch back to Snom.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Snom, the one that did we ever find Snom?
Yeah, we found the first Snom.
Oh, thank God.
I mean, that's why we're on this hunt.
You have to remember
But-
that I can't remember. It's been too long.
But-
we did a giant break.
Yeah, but now we have a new rule that every 5 streams we switch the hunt.
Yeah.
Because of just how this game works. It's not let's go. So we need to have new rules.
Yeah, we update our rules as we play new games. So, actual question: how long do you think you'll be hunting in this game? Do you think? Well, I'm guessing. I'm pretty certain we are not going to get through this before the new games come out.
I'm going to say it's going to be almost double.
Oh God! So you're thinking?
This
You're
is going to
thinking.
take me about 4 years.
I was going to say, you think that you're going to be on this game before the
Next game.
the game after Scarlet and Violet comes out.
Well, yeah, I mean, if they're trying to produce games at this fast of rate,
I don't think they're going to try to produce games at this fast rate.
honestly, we might be here until the 3rd new game comes out.
God. Again, guys, I've said that this series will continue on as long as there are new games, and we've predicted that it'll take us, that we'll eventually catch up. I'm not sure we will.
Like, guys, I want to at least get the entire region, and I also want to get the exclusives.
I mean,
to the games.
on the plus side, we shouldn't take too long in shiny hunting in Arceus / Diamond and Pearl, given that most of there's a pretty large amount of overlap.
Yeah, we'll be hunting the Hisuian.
Yeah, so we'll hunt the
forms
Hisuians
mainly.
and the exclusives if we can.
Now, legendary Pokemon, we just can't get shiny.
Yeah.
Like, that's impossible.
Yeah, are the Lords available shiny?
You can't catch them.
No, you can't catch them shiny, but you can get them shiny because like the
But you're
the wild
can
Pokemon
you get
that
the
evolves
wild
into them.
Hisuian? Yes, you can get those shiny.
Okay, yeah, it's like I guess they are technically Hisuian forms, but it's like they're
But you cannot catch the Lords.
no.
Okay, you can, but you have to break the game to do it.
Yeah. But I'm saying like yeah, we're on the same page. But yeah, because I guess those are Hisuian forms. When I think of Hisuian forms, I'm thinking of Growlithe, but not not like the lords, which that's
Yes,
the first time they
like-
have appeared anywhere.
Like Cleaver is technically Hisuian Cleaver.
Yes, in the same reason that
But here's
every Pokemon is from their own region. Because, like, technically, we now have the Hoenn, Zigzagoon, and Linoon. Because these are actually...
Galarian.
The Galarian ones are the ones that are actually
The original.
the original. So...
Wait.
Which is weird.
But yeah, I only call Cleaver Hisuian Cleaver because of the TCG.
Yeah.
They labeled them that way for some God knows reason.
Yeah.
Now, I'm guessing they only label them that way to prepare ahead of time in the future in case regular Cleaver comes out.
Yes. Well, that is an interesting question of how they'll handle that going forward. Because, like, it's the same question with, like, Linoon. Are they going to add a non-Hisuian, or a non-Galarian Linoon evolution? Or is that just going to be locked here?
Well, if Linoon is the original from the Galar, then that is the normal one.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, are they going to add, like...
But you're talking about Obstagoon.
Yeah, I'm asking, are they going, like, for the same
You want
situation,
a Hoenn
could they
Obstagoon.
have... Yeah, could at some point they add a Hoenn version of Linoon's evolution?
It's possible if they remake it.
Yeah. So it's like, well, they already did. But...
Remake it again, because
Yeah,
they
but that's-
might have to.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, yeah. They could be preparing for that, but we don't know. It's... Because right now, that's the same... Yeah, Cleaver... Well, Cleaver's the evolution of...
Cleaver's the evolution of Psychic.
Yeah, so technically we have a... I guess that's why it's called Hisuian Cleaver. It's because...
It's weird because of Scyther.
Yeah, because Hisuian... It's...
Well, Scizor.
Cleaver is
Scizor.
Hisuian Scizor. And there is...
But they call it something different.
Yes, but it has a different name. So it's like,
Um,
they might just be calling it that because they're
okay.
setting it as a form, even though it's a unique Pokemon.
Yeah, it's very
Oh,
interesting.
actually, speaking of the Hisuian Pokemon, I was looking for some wallpapers for my computer at work because I was tired of seeing the default wallpaper that was on my computer. While searching for one, I was trying to look for a good wallpaper that had both Digimon and Pokemon on it. And what popped up when I searched for that was okay, I'm gonna ask this. You obviously don't know. You do not know Digimon.
Nope.
So, I'll instead show you the Digimon. So, they have Teddiursa and Ursaring.
Okay.
In Digimon world, this is basically Teddiursa, and this is basically Ursaring. Or I guess actually this is now
Ursaluna.
Yeah, Ursaluna. But this is where Ursaluna came from. Pokemon as normal stole from Digimon. But that wasn't the point.
Oh, it's gonna suck getting the Hisuian forms because some of them are very specific on how they evolve.
But yeah, here's the image. So this person created a Digimon cross Pokemon with those Pokemon. So they created a Teddiursa and Ursaring that are merged with their Digimon counterparts. And it's like, this is an excellent, like, middle ground between Pokemon and Digimon. Because, unlike Digimon, the evolution still fucking makes sense. But, unlike Pokemon, the designs aren't so simple that anyone can draw them. Like, they have belt buckles and, like, spikes and a good amount of color changes. So it's like, this is a perfect middle ground between good Pokemon and good
I only
Digimon.
got one egg.
Oh, God. Oh, that's so bad.
Yeah. I wanted it to be the shiny. It's like, well,
But yeah,
the only
this-
one I needed.
I do think, and I've said I've said many times that I have not seen Digimon, but I have seen every Digimon. I have seen every single design made by Digimon, and to an extent, I'm probably unfair to Digimon.
Like, there are some simplistic ones.
There are some simplistic ones, and those are the good ones. But that's not the point. Because what I'm saying is, I am probably unfair to Digimon in that, like, I went through every design, and I threw out, and I went through and was like, okay, these are not, like, I'm going to look at every single design that is associated with Digimon, and then I'm going to take out all the ones that shouldn't be Digimon, and say, here's how many real Digimon there are out of the total number of Digimon that exist. I am probably a bit unfair to Digimon, because I have said many times, I've thrown out over 50% of all Digimon. I'm probably unfair to them, because I include some of the ones that literally don't have a design. Like, they were mentioned, but never shown off in the show. I include ones that are like, this was a Digimon that someone dreamt about in a dream, but is not a real Digimon. And I'm sure that if I looked at Pokemon, I could find those exact same things in Pokemon, in the anime, that I could equally throw out. But I don't think I could throw them out to the same extent. As in, like, outside of, like, Unknown, or outside of Missing No and Crystal Onyx, there isn't that high of Pokemon. There isn't, like, 800 different things in Pokemon that were in the anime that weren't in the games. Like...
Yeah, like, I don't know, Latios as the human girl.
Yeah, like, I'd have to include random stuff like Latios is the human. Latios is the human. Latios...
No, Latios. Wait, no.
No,
Latios.
Latios, the male, the blue
Latios
one, did not ever take a form in the show.
No, but he probably had the capability.
Yes, but he never did.
So,
I'm assuming he just looked like the old man.
I mean, they did bring at least an item from the show to the games, and that was the Soul Dew.
Yes. But, yeah, like, I'm sure that if I dug through Pokemon with a fine-tooth comb, I could find things that are Pokemon, in quotes, that I could throw out, like I did with Digimon.
Like the giant Pokemon.
Yeah. But the reason I can't easily do that is because Digimon isn't as big of a franchise, one, as Pokemon, and two, Pokemon is incredibly well kept. So, for example, if I want to find a list of every Pokemon that has ever existed, I can go to, like, 9 different sites and get a list. And I don't have to look very hard. If I go on to Bulbapedia, I can look up the National Pokédex and get every Pokemon.
And the unofficial ones.
Yeah, and some of them I can find...
The regional decks.
Yes, I can find some regional deck stuff. And I could... Hell, I could go into other sites and get some of the fan-made stuff. But, like...
And maybe the shiny decks.
Yeah, whatever. But, fundamentally, Pokemon is so well kept that I can easily find exactly what is an official Pokemon and what is an unofficial Pokemon. Stuff that was, like, random one-off episode stuff that never appears in the games. I can't find that for Digimon because Digimon has 2 websites, and both those websites include stuff that aren't official Digimon, and I guarantee they aren't. And the reason they don't is because Digimon's just not that big in the West. It's not as big as it is in Japan.
Okay.
So, Japan, like, Digimon does have unofficial source. Like, they have a Pokemon.com. The problem is it's in Japanese and has no English translation. So I would love nothing more than to be able to go on to Digimon.com and get the official Digimon encyclopedia. But I can't, because I don't have that capability.
I mean, you can use Google Translate and.
Yeah, I would literally have to Google Translate the whole site, or get all the Digimon off that site, cross-reference it with the other fan-made sites to find which ones are
Official and which ones are
yeah,
not.
but the other problem is, I also don't know. I wouldn't easily be able to tell when to stop. As in, or maybe the reverse. I would not be certain, because it's in Japanese, I wouldn't be certain that all the designs on that site are being counted. For all I know, their site might have left some off, and I wouldn't know. Because unlike Pokemon, Digimon doesn't have a regional dex. There is no concept of Gen 1 Digimon. Because all Digimon are of the same generation. There isn't generations at all. It's just whenever they come out. Like Namco Bandai just announces a new Digimon randomly, and it's official. But it's not because they appeared in the games, and it's not because they appeared in the show. It's just because they designed it. So it's so difficult. Like, there isn't the same concept as Pokemon where they number everything and everything's easily findable. So it's like, yeah, if I dig through Bulbapedia, I could find references to every single Pokemon, in quotes, that appeared in any show or movie that wasn't a real Pokemon. But I would know up front which ones those are, because they'd be listed as, these are the ones in the anime that aren't numbered Pokemon that exist. So I would heavily struggle to throw Pokemon out as unofficial, or that shouldn't be Pokemon. Outside of, again, what the hell are they called? The beast Pokemon. The
Ultra Beast.
Ultra Beast, thank you. Outside of the Ultra Beast, because those are not Pokemon. Like, they are self-identified in the games as not Pokemon. So, outside of throwing those out for being literally not Pokemon because the games say they aren't, that's throwing out, what, 2% of all Pokemon? If even that?
Yeah,
Probably
0.2%. There's pretty much a whole box of Ultra Beasts.
Yeah, but it's literally like less than 1% of all Pokemon that are official could be thrown out as not real Pokemon. And that's if I'm including every form and was saying that shouldn't be counted as a separate Pokemon.
Also, by the way, Ultra Beasts are not from just one dimension.
Yes.
They're from many different dimensions.
Yes. But the point is that they're not from our dimension.
No.
And they aren't Pokemon.
But yeah, guys, like the Ultra Wormhole. So we go to the Ultra Plaza or whatever that place is. That is not where all Ultra Beasts come from. I think they all are there.
Yeah.
But in that world, but they're not all from that world. They come from different worlds.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, Guzzlord. Guzzlord comes from a destroyed utopian space.
Mm-hmm.
And while Katana, that Pokemon comes from a nice, I want to describe it as like Chinese kind of dimension.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're all from a different kind of Ultra Plaza, in quotes. They're just from several different dimensions.
Yeah.
But they all can be put into our dimension and whatever the other places I can't remember the name of. I think it's called the Ultra Plaza.
Yeah. By the way, guys, we are at 2 hours, so I'm gonna, I guess run the second ad. We have been very communicative over the last hour. Also, the internet has seemingly stabilized for a bit. Which, cool.
Always glad to hear.
And while older bro does that, I'm going to turn on the air conditioning because I'm hot.
Yeah, younger bro turned off the AC and forgot about it. But yeah, to wrap up what I was saying, like, yeah, the fundamental problem with Digimon is that they don't have a good enough sites, both in Japan and English, for me to be able to confirm what are official Digimon and what I should count. But also, they also have even worse, or even more form issues than even Pokemon does. Like, if you think the forms in Pokemon are high, oh, hell no. The forms in Digimon are extremely high.
Yeah, I remember something about that.
Yeah. So, it's just a situation where it's like, yeah, I could probably throw out, if I tried my very hardest, 2% of all Pokemon. If I'm counting Pokemon in a very specific way to maximize the percentage of Pokemon I'm throwing out as not real Pokemon. But without even trying, I can throw out 50% of all Digimon for being not real Digimon.
By the way, there are more Pokemon that we're forgetting about. We're forgetting about the Orange Island Pokemon.
That's what I'm saying. I'd have to include stuff like that. Or I'd have to include, like, the Orange Island Pokemon, even though the show explicitly states they're not... Or, sorry, not the Orange Island. I'm thinking of the Pinken Island. I'd have to include stuff like the Pinken Island Pokemon, which are explicitly not different Pokemon. They're just eating berries that turn them pink.
Yeah, Pinken Island is also...
Yeah. I'd have to include stuff like that. I'd have to include the forms on the Orange Islands. I'd have to include, which I'd love to see. When the fuck are we getting those?
I think Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, Sun and Moon were that.
Yeah. But they didn't have Oddish.
But they...
Or Vileplume.
No, they just didn't have those kinds of forms.
Nope. But come on, guys. You had a free set of forms right there.
Like, they just didn't... Yeah, they didn't use Oddish, Gloom, Rattata, Eradicate, or Butterfree.
Yeah.
And Butterfree is probably the one I like the most. I love the wings on Orange Island Butterfree.
Yep.
Like, it is so good. Also, the pink Butterfree.
Yeah.
Which I think was the original Shiny.
Which they probably should have just used the Shiny.
I don't know if they ever used the pink Butterfree.
I don't think so. But that's what I'm saying. I'd have to start counting a lot of that. But again, because I have such a curated list, because Pokemon is so big, it's hard for me to even do that. Because with Pokemon, I have to explicitly know that I'm including things that aren't Pokemon to then just exclude them. But with Digimon, I don't know. So. And because they can just... Yeah. Again, it also doesn't help that Digimon just changes their evolution structure whenever the hell they want. Every game has different evolutions.
I also like the fact that we say they're not using a lot of, like, things from the show that they put in the game, but they actually... I think they're starting to now do that because Data Zarude. That was absolutely from the movie. And
yeah, it's not that they don't do it. It's that they
rarely
don't do it a lot. Like, it took them 7 generations to do giant Pokemon. Like, that was in the anime in Season 1. And it took them 7 generations before they got to it in the games.
Yeah, gigantic Pokemon.
Yeah, it's like...
Pokemon were bigger a couple 100 million years ago.
Yeah. So, it's... Yeah. There are a lot of things I would love to see from the anime make it into the show. Like, I think that the Crystal Onyx... I think the Crystal Onyx should have been...
make it into the game.
Sorry, yes. The stuff from the show that should have made it into the games. I think that, like, the Crystal Onyx should have been an
event.
An Alolan form. I think that a lot of the stuff from the Orange Islands should have just been an Alolan form.
I know.
Just make the Orange Islands archipelago part of Alola.
It
Like, that
makes
would have been
sense.
such an easy thing.
Yeah, Alola and the Orange Islands would have just been bigger Hawaii.
Yeah.
But I think Alola is the closest we're getting.
Well, yeah, Alola is explicitly Hawaii, and the Orange Islands, I think, are just... Because I think the Orange Islands are a place...
They are a part of Kanto.
Well, what I was going to say was, I think that they are... Because remember, Kanto is a real place in Japan. I think the Orange Islands are meant to be, like, in between Hawaii and Japan. They're meant to be, like, something like Guam or the Palau or, like, some of the random smaller islands out in the middle of the ocean.
Also, I like how I said they are part of Kanto, but they have their own separate league.
In the show, yes, they do. But there's also a lot more islands in the anime.
Yeah, they have... They pretty much go to a new island every episode.
Yeah. And, like... And that's even if... And, like, to even get to that level, you'd have to say that the Sevi Islands are literally part of the Orange Islands as well. And you still wouldn't have anywhere near as many islands as was in the show.
Even if you put Alola next to Orange Islands, it's
Would
still
not matter.
wouldn't matter.
So, yeah, the Sevi Island, or the Orange Island chain was basically like Micronesia or something. It was like a huge amount of just thousands of islands that you could just go to. Which there are a lot of islands out in the Pacific. So it's like if they're just saying that the Orange Islands are just the Pacific or the Pacific Ocean itself. It's just every island in the entire Pacific. Then yeah. Again, we'll ignore Alola for that. But like, yeah. I think that they should have included a lot of that stuff in there.
So, yeah, the Orange Islands could be their own separate game.
Yeah. But it's unlikely. Again, we're pretty sure that the new games are in Spain.
Yes. Especially with this legendary salamanders. Like,
yeah.
Also, are twin Pokemon just gonna be their new thing for, like, the rest of time?
I mean, it's sort of been a thing informally for a long time. It's just that it's not been this specific.
Like, it looks like they're still sort of following Sword and Shield.
Well, what I was gonna say was, like, technically, like, Groudon and Kyogre are twin Pokemon. They're just not designed the same. It's a more recent thing that they're designed very similar.
Yes. Well, when I say twin, I'm thinking about Zamazenta and Zacian.
Yeah.
Because they are twins. They
Yeah.
literally are.
Yeah.
And I do like the twin salamanders, but at
Yeah.
the same time, I'm like, so this is just bigger Sword and Shield.
I guess. But look, again, it's like I'm not totally against it, but
It's basically going to be Sword and Shield in the style of Arceus.
yeah. And again, we haven't really seen any new information about those games.
There
Like,
have been leaks and shit
Yeah.
about, like, potential forms and stuff, but I don't pay attention
No,
to that
but yeah,
until...
no.
Yeah.
Because, like, the one thing I'm interested in is how this game's gonna work. Because, hello, Anna, how you doing?
Hey, Anna.
Because if this game is meant to be... If this game is meant to be the start of, like, the next iteration of how Pokemon works, it's meant to be, like, Arceus was our trial run with a new formula entirely. This is the first game that's officially a mainline game with that formula. I am interested in seeing how much they keep. Like, are they keeping the full overworld battle system? Are they keeping the agile or the rapid versus power system.
Yeah, strong and agile
The
styles.
strong and agile styles. Like, what are they keeping from that game? How fundamentally is that, like... Again, like, I made a big deal about Breath of the Wild changing how Pokemon work, or how Zelda works, and I wasn't happy with it. I'm not the same way when it comes to the main with Pokemon. I am perfectly happy. Fair enough, Anna. But yeah, like, I'm perfectly happy if they make those changes to the main formula. Especially if they add side quests.
And what decision
Fucking
is
add
that?
side quests!
Yeah, what decision is that, Anna?
No, the discussion.
Oh,
As in,
discussion.
she is contemplating what we're talking about.
Oh. Yeah, because they didn't they have side quests and... Yeah, they did. They had side quests in Arceus.
Yeah.
Like, technically, the Tornadus and...
They had an
them.
entire list of side quests.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, they had hundreds of side quests in that game. They have had 0 in the entire Pokemon franchise up till then.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
Well, they had items. Like...
Yeah, the closest thing to side quests were, like, the event things, where, like, that kid appears on the bridge and talks about something. You can go to a house and get an item because of that conversation.
Right.
In an event.
Like, yeah, event
Like,
stuff.
but they don't have, like, you go into a house and somebody says, hey, I'm making a stew and I really need 10 orange berries. Can you get me 10 orange berries? I'll give you, like, a revive.
Yeah.
Like, that just doesn't happen in the whole fucking franchise. They're an RPG, and there's no side quests.
Yeah, they just started doing it. And honestly, the Arceus side quests weren't that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucked getting all the wisps for
Yeah, but, like,
Spiritomb.
Again, it's a fun system that's like, it makes you want to go into every house and find out what the NPCs are going to give you to do.
But here's the thing, but we were already doing that. We went to every house and
Some
talked
people
to
did
everybody.
that. Not everyone. It wasn't mandatory. Because the thing with most Pokemon games is, you did get items in houses, but it was like maybe 3 or 4 items the whole game. Outside of, like, the main buildings, like, just going into a generic house, you might get 4 items the whole game from those houses. So it was easily skippable. But if you're going to be like, hey, let's throw in all these side quests, it's like, yeah, I do want to go into every house and see exactly what these people are going to give. Give me more of a reason to interact with all these people.
And here's the thing. We did talk to everybody in Arceus before we got the side quests. And
Yep.
I don't think we got anything.
Not really, no. They didn't really do any, like,
No.
here's free money. It was go talk to them for side quests, and then get rewards from those.
I mean, I think we had to figure out how to activate some of those side
Yeah.
quests. And honestly, I saved all the side quests till the end of the game.
Yeah.
And that worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
Because items were not an issue.
Yeah, they really were not. But yeah, like, yeah, I'm very interested. I'm going to guess. If I had to guess, I don't think they're going to keep the item crafting system. I'm going to guess that's not going to be in the new games.
Yeah, I'm guessing in the new games.
They're probably going to have shops and
yes.
buy items that way. They are keeping and expanding the open world system. They have shown that off.
I was so fucking happy with the open world.
I'm hopeful that they keep the agile and strong style system, especially if that's in replacement of what I would really like is that to be the replacement for accuracy and evasion. Is you get rid of that whole fucking accuracy evasion system and just replace it with agile strong style. Because I fucking hate
it doesn't increase your accuracy.
It doesn't increase accuracy, but like
it increases speed and power.
Exactly. But I would like that. Well, okay. In that case, like, I could see that in replacement of like a lot of the speed up moves.
The thing I probably want them to keep the most is how they did moves.
Yeah.
Yeah, just you can teach your Pokemon anytime. You can even switch them out.
Yes, absolutely. Get rid of the move tutor, or the move relearner and stuff, the move deleter, and just make it that there's a list of moves that they have learned or can learn, and you can just relearn them. Like that's the idea that I've thrown around, is like, just make it so that at any time they have a giant list of moves they have learned but can only use 4 at a time. Like, I get that feels a bit arbitrary, but it already feels a bit arbitrary that they can only use 4 moves. And that they can only learn 4 moves. Ever. It's just like, just
let them have all the
let
moves.
them have all the moves, but they can only use 4 at any given time.
I mean, that's kind of what they did in Arceus.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So just do that. So, yeah, I'm perfectly hoping that they keep that. I'm perfectly happy with it because it was a great change to that system.
Yeah. Arceus did a lot of things right. What they didn't do right is how they did legendaries.
Yeah.
Oh, and get this.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Girl I Like did not really struggle on Tornadus, Thunders, Landorus, or Enamorus.
Sure.
She used smoke bombs. I'm like, how is that any different than mud balls or
Yep.
snowballs?
Sure.
And she just said they're better. That's all I got.
So apparently we just weren't using the item that was required, almost.
Like,
or at least the better.
There was
version of those
no
items.
information that I could find that says this is better than that thing.
Yeah.
Because as far as I was aware, they all functioned the same, even smoke bombs and.
Oh, maybe they don't.
But
Who knows?
I guess not. What I think smoke bombs do is they stop the Pokemon and they lose sight of you.
Yeah, that makes sense. Of the snow blinds them temporarily, but they can still pretty quickly see you. Like, it stuns them, but they can still see you. But it makes sense for, like, the smoke to be... They can't see you, so they stop running around as much.
And here's what I found hilarious. So she said she didn't really struggle on any of them except for Thundurus. She struggled on Thundurus, and I thought Thundurus was the least angering out of all of them.
Interesting.
So I didn't struggle with Thundurus that badly.
Yeah.
But with the other ones, oh fuck yeah, I did.
Absolutely.
So I guess she's just better at the game than me.
Guess so. I don't know.
I don't know, but
unclear.
But guys, when we go into Arceus, I will use the smoke bombs. I really didn't think I need them because I thought it was just an item that did the same thing as these other 5 items that do the same thing. Because there's no difference between mud balls and snowballs. They have the same effects. So it is possible that there is an item out there that has a different effect.
Sure. But to be fair, we're pretty much done with Arceus anyways, so...
Yeah, we have to do the shiny hunting.
Yeah, but we shouldn't need a lot of smoke bomb items.
We're going to be doing hordes, so some of them... Yeah, we'll require that.
Fair enough, then.
And it's going to be hard doing it because looking for a specific Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, you can do that. Like, what was stupid is... So, there was an easy way for you to just go after the same Pokemon over and over.
Sure.
Then they walled us.
Yeah.
But then we found a way around it, sort of.
Okay.
It's very hard to explain. I can't explain it, so I'd have to basically play a video of A-Drive explaining it.
Okay. But it's basically a glitch.
It's not a glitch. It is sort of intended.
Okay.
But
by the way, guys, I've noticed that I've noticed that I have a few, like, ticks that happen whenever I stop and I'm trying to think about what I'm saying, so I slow down. So I'm attempting to not say and like in my speech as much as possible, because I have annoyed myself by hearing it while editing a lot.
Plus,
so I'm doing my best to try not to do so.
Yeah, and I've been noticing that too.
Because it's a very simple thing. I shouldn't have to say like or when my brain needs to process something. I should just stop talking. It's a very simple concept of, if I don't know exactly what I'm about to say, I should stop until I know what I'm about to say. But for whatever reason, the human brain says, no, you need to have a sound that everyone is very clearly able to understand as you process it.
Yeah, like, to me, it's a thing. I remember the times that my teacher said, you say like and I a lot.
Yeah, it's not a situation where I'm saying that it's a problem because somebody has arbitrarily said that it's a problem. It's more just a situation that I notice that I have a lot of times where I just stop talking and just say
you're going
and like a lot.
Well, the thing is, you just go on rants, and
yeah, I go on rants a lot, and so that's fine.
It's not really a prepared speech. It's
exactly, and I don't want it to be a prepared speech, but I don't want the situation to be I repeatedly say and like over and over again, because I'll notice I do that a lot, especially with our movie reviews and hot takes. So it's more of a situation of I want to decrease the amount that I say them. I think it's fine to say and like occasionally. I don't think it's fine to say it like 10 times in one sentence. I just said it once there, and I said a few sentences before, and that's fine.
And the sentence
but,
you're explaining.
Yeah, exactly. So I can obviously use it in an explanatory way, but the point is, I shouldn't be saying and then like, and then again, which I have had happen, where I've done that 4 or 5 times in a row, and it's like, no, that's not good. Say it less. Yeah, it's not a bit.
I'm
not doing it intentionally. It's just my brain being like, I need to process.
You need to stop saying and like.
Yeah. It's also a situation of me trying to it's me trying to actively think about what I'm saying and to have better sentences. Because a lot of the time people say things in a way that cause them to say and like, because they structure their sentences in a way that create those situations.
I should probably replace this chair really soon because my back is freaking on fire.
Yeah.
Like
for example, if you say a sentence,
hurts.
if you have a sentence that says, I was like this, it encourages you to say like more often.
I was like so fat when I was younger. That's not true. I was actually thinner.
That is true.
Stress has made me fatter.
Yeah. Well, actually, I wouldn't say that that's the case. It's you
developed into my body.
That is the weirdest way to say that. No. The situation, but when you were younger, you were smaller.
Yeah.
So you were less tall, and therefore were fatter because you were less tall.
I was thinner.
Not really. You were still pretty...
No, I was really fucking thin when I was...
Well, okay, how young are you talking?
Like, from kindergarten to, like, 4th grade, I was really thin.
Okay, yeah. I'm talking from when I knew you.
No.
So, because
this was before you knew me.
I think you've gotten thinner, technically.
Yeah, I have. I've lost, like, 20 pounds.
Yeah. But, yeah. Since you've graduated, you have gotten thinner, but, like, you've also gotten taller. So, it's kind of balanced out.
Yep, I've lost a good amount of weight. I still need to lose more weight, but going to work more might help with that.
Yep. Yeah, I'm incapable of gaining weight. I just can't. I look forward to the day when I can gain a bit of weight. And everyone gets pissed off at me when I'm saying that. It's like, oh, yeah, we get it. You have no issue. I just said it like 3 times in this sentence. You have no issue with gaining weight. You're super thin. We get it. You do a lot of exercise. And no, I don't.
No, he doesn't, guys.
I really don't.
Like, guys, I did more exercise than older bro has. Like,
I've done exercise in college. I did enjoy.
Like, right, you did track too.
Yeah, I did track during college as my required athletic activity, and I did enjoy it. But no, my metabolism is so high that I can sit down and not move for months and never gain weight. If I literally laid in my bed for like an entire month, I would not gain a pound. And that's not healthy. If I don't eat for 2 days in a row, I will starve to death. I have no weight to lose.
Yeah, and me,
If I have a specifically clingy shirt, like shirts that cling to my body, people can and have seen that it looks like I have no fat. It appears that I am being starved.
Yes.
And I'm not. I eat very well. I just can't gain weight at all. But I have no fat on my upper body at all, and you can see my bones.
Yeah, I think with my weight, if I could lose 40 more pounds, I'd be happy. I want to be around like 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be near 220, 230.
See, honestly, Anna, even when meeting you, you didn't seem that short. Maybe slightly below average, but like pretty normal.
I mean,
I
she's
wouldn't-
definitely taller than the other short girl.
Yeah, I wouldn't focus on it too much.
But yeah, believe it or not, I used to be short too, and then while I was short, I was being bullied.
Yeah.
But then I got bigger. And suddenly the bullying stopped. Well, mainly they moved away, but then it stopped.
Let's just leave the big kid alone. He'll kill us.
Like, everybody knows I'm a pretty friendly guy, but the people who don't know me, they told me that I was one tall bitch. And I'm not that tall. I was like, I have this one friend.
I'm not on the basketball team.
I have this one friend that is taller than you.
Compared to everyone else that went there. To be fair, Anna, your school is very well known for athletics, so there's a decent amount of athletics at that school. So they are. I think that school's a bit over average height.
Yeah, I didn't really like any of the athletics in my school.
I noticed I can't reach things that I should be able to. Well, that's fair.
Like,
it sucks not being able to reach things.
Like, I hated JRTC. I hated any amount of exercise that was kind of forced. Like, when I do exercise, I want to do it when I want to do it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I hate it when I go to school and then they force me to do 200 push-ups.
Yeah, I get that.
I had to do, I think in JRTC there was, I think I had to do 100 in a row without taking a break one time.
Oof.
But that's because it was a challenge for something, and I completed it, but
Sure.
God, it sucked.
Fair enough, Anna.
Yeah, and here's what sucks. In the future, when you're old and gray, you get shorter.
That is true.
Yeah. So, guys, I'm gonna lose my height. No.
Yeah.
Eventually, I'll be so low that I'll be on a bed.
No, I don't think I'm the tallest in my family, but I'm pretty close to being.
Pretty much all of my family's been very tall.
All my brothers are.
And if you're a guy, you lose most of your hair. Unless you're really lucky, like my grandpa.
Yeah.
Like, my grandpa still has full head of hair.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad thought I was going to get his hair. Because,
Yeah.
you know, I have a lot of hair.
Yep.
Nope, I'm going to get his.
Yep.
Like, it's already showing. Like,
Yep.
I can tell a lot of it's gone. Father said he lost a lot of his hair by the age 24, so I'm expecting to see that.
Yep.
So I might start out to wearing a hat more when I go out.
See, we were just asking earlier if our channel increases or decreases the amount of depression in the world, and I think this is one of those things that definitely is increasing the amount of depression in the world. Yeah, the encoding lag situation has been improved, so I think setting the encoder to be the same as our streaming encoder has helped. Because the stream is having no issues.
Well, that's good. Maybe we should do that with the other computer too.
I think the other computer's already set that way, but
Oh.
It also wasn't having much encoding issues.
Increasing my hate on height.
yeah.
Well, I hate heights in general.
Well, I don't think that's the height she's talking
I
about, but
know.
yes, I know. Yeah, me and younger bro can't easily go to theme parks because the rides that I enjoy are not the rides he enjoys, and it's a struggle.
Yeah, we went to Disneyland and I rode 2 coasters, and after that I was like, no, I'm done.
Well, to be fair, at least one of the coasters you didn't know was a coaster.
Yeah, wasn't it that first one?
I don't know. I know there was one at Universal. I don't think any of us knew what it was. But I don't know. I don't remember if at Disney.
Oh, right, it was Pirates. I didn't know that was it had a drop.
Sure.
I think that was the one I was a little pissed at, but
That happened.
all in all, it was only one drop and that was it. So
Yeah.
after that, I was fine.
Yep.
Like, guys, I couldn't even go at Universal. I couldn't even go on the Jurassic Park ride.
Yeah, there was a log ride that wasn't even that tall, and he couldn't go on that either.
Nope.
To me, I'm just like, you can always close your eyes. But that's not how younger bro works.
Nope, closing eyes don't help.
We got just over 20 minutes left.
But yeah, me and older brother discovered that I hate the G-force probably most of all. Like, how fast it goes or whatever.
Yeah. Which is the main point of those rides, is
Because
G-force.
what I hate about the rides is not only the heights, it's... I don't like it when my stomach, like, has a weird feeling like it turns or something. Like the sinking feeling that you get in your gut. That I hate that.
I'm pretty sure that's just straight up fear.
No. Like it's almost like when I can't really describe it. It's when you go down a hill and it feels like your stomach's being pulled out of, well, your stomach area. Like, I hate that feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoy the I enjoy G-Force.
Like, the most amount of G-force I can handle is, what are those turntables that go around and spin?
The teacups.
Yeah.
Those have no G-Force at all.
No, they kind of have like a pull when
That's-
when you're yanked back and forth.
That's centripetal force. That's basically zero. Like
But still, I can.
the amount of G-Force on that ride is probably less than 0.1 G. It is so negligible.
But I can barely ride that. Like, I can tolerate that. Like, if I haven't gone on any other rides and that's the only ride in a theme park, I'll be like, okay, sure, I can ride that.
Yeah. Oh, it's pretty bad.
Oh, man.
That's pretty bad.
Well,
At least you didn't get on it.
Yeah, like, okay, so I don't hate all Ferris wheels.
Well,
But
Ferris wheels have absolutely no G-force to them at all. They are
But-
extremely slow.
I probably hate smaller Ferris wheels more than I hate the bigger ones.
That
Cut-
seems
The
Kinda
bigger ones are
backwards.
slower and you barely feel anything, but the smaller ones, every small Ferris wheel I've rode, they're a little fast.
sure.
Like a little too fast. Like when I think of a Ferris wheel, I'm thinking of a big Ferris wheel that moves slow.
Okay.
But it doesn't really. Like,
Sure.
but yeah, so I want to find like a nice medium-sized Ferris wheel that I'd be okay with.
Sure.
And I've yet to find it.
Yeah, good luck.
Because I don't want too big and I don't want too small.
That was the first and last time it was used. That's pretty bad if its maiden voyage is or its maiden day is it crashes and is then never used again because it completely broke down. That's real bad.
Yeah, there's probably one thing that I miss in our town. And I kind of miss our mall. Because it had a lot of things back in the day. Like, probably my favorite thing at the mall, besides GameStop, would have been the pretzel place. They had
Sure.
really, really fucking good pretzels.
Yeah.
I loved them.
I was watching a video of a city planner that does city skylines.
Yes. Yeah, we don't know what happened to that place, like, at all.
Well, the town basically told everyone that was left in the mall.
But we don't
Okay.
know if it moved or shut down.
No, most of those places are chain businesses. They were shut down.
Yeah, so if I ever find one of those pretzel shops again, as unlikely it is as it is, I am going to get me a pretzel. I love that place.
Yeah, I was watching a video of a city planner who plays City Skylines, and he was designing a. Yeah, it's completely abandoned, Anna. He designs he's designing a huge city, and he was talking about malls, and he was saying malls are pretty much dead. What you're mostly going to see nowadays is city. What are they? There's a name for them.
Like travel locations, like that kind of thing.
Gonna need to be a bit more specific.
I almost want to describe them as like an outpost or
No, not exactly.
a visitor stop, a rest stop.
Not exactly. You know how when you go down to the IMAX, around the IMAX, there's these small. You'll be on the main road, and then the IMAX will be off in this complex of buildings that feels like a dense downtown aesthetic, where there's like a lot of small businesses all right next to each other, and they have these slow-moving like main streets and stuff. That's the kind of thing that are replacing malls.
Yeah, I've noticed that we have one next to our Dairy Queen. There's a small one there. It's a small strip of small stores.
Not even like that. The closer thing to describe it would be down further,
Walmart?
where past Walmart, down by right where the town's ending, where they have the roundabout. That's the kind of design that it would be. Like, you'd have stuff going off that roundabout, and you'd have a lot of dense city or dense buildings that are all located close together. It's the best way to describe it is it's a place that you drive to, that you then park somewhere, get out and walk around and go to like the GameStop, the restaurants, the movie theater, and stuff like that. And it's all in really close vicinity, but it's also kind of separated from the rest of the town.
Yeah,
I believe they're called like living centers or something like that.
Yeah, there is one mall in particular that I would love to go back to when I have the money, and that's that one big mall that we occasionally travel to. We haven't been there in years. The one with the Ferris wheel. Yeah.
No. Okay, never mind. I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's right across from Target, I believe.
That has a Ferris wheel.
Not Ferris wheel, sorry, carousel.
I don't know if that mall has a carousel anymore. That's the one he's talking about. I don't know if that's still there. It might be. I'm not sure.
I mean, I think it was big enough and busy enough that I think it stayed.
I know the mall's still there. I just don't know if that Ferris wheel specifically. Or not Ferris wheel, the merry-go-round is.
But yeah, the reason why I want to go back there so bad is, guys, they had a lot of different Pokemon card products that you couldn't find anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for instance, I missed out on a lot of celebrations when it first came out.
Sure.
Not celebrations, generations. The 20th anniversary set. And all of them were there, starting with Mew.
Sure.
And Mew was the rarest one to find, and they had loads of them. So I would like to go back there just to see what kind of Pokemon card products they have. Oh, something got blocked.
Hello to a lazy Zoroark that I suspect is 0.
Why is that? Because it said hello, bitches.
Well, it was surprise motherfucker, but close enough.
Dude. 0 sent me. Dun 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 dun. They still do. I've been there quite a few times. I have so much to... Like, how recent
really
were you
do.
there? All rise, motherfucker. Rude dies, motherfucker. I wish that said spoiler alert in that clip.
That came out so long after that I don't think they cared.
Yeah, fair. I mean, yeah, the book came out long before the movie. But there are still people who haven't read The Hunger Games or seen The Hunger
And
Games.
there always will be. Oh, they're called lifestyle centers. That's what they're called.
Our day is going okay. Typical day.
So far, so good.
Shiny honey. Yep, seems like definitely a normal day. Still don't have the shiny even after another... I think we started the stream with 100-something eggs. Now we're at 350. So
Yeah.
we've gone through 200 eggs and still nothing. That's normal. It's probably going to be quite a few streams before we see our second Shiny Scorbunny. I just want to get to the Sobble hunt because Shiny Snobble is really nice. Like it's red and blue, and the red and blue go so well together. How many eggs do I got? I think this is the 3rd egg. Haven't been paying attention too much. But yeah, you caught us at our... Well, at the end of the stream where we don't have too much more to talk about.
Yeah, we're basically out of things to talk about, and we'll be ending in less than 10 minutes.
I mean, we're talking about the mall and stuff. Maybe we should continue talking about malls and how they should come back.
Yeah, I don't think that malls are ever gonna come back. The problem,
Maybe come back.
the problem with malls, like actual malls,
You
is
showed up at my house unannounced. Croc.
I mean, that sounds about right, Anna.
That's great. So anyway, continue what you were saying.
The problem with malls is that they are giant buildings that you have to pay out. The city has to pay a lot for heating,
The upkeep.
AC, water, electricity, all kinds of stuff. Whereas it is much more affordable to have an outdoor walkable area with lots of smaller buildings that you get so much more in rent. You don't have to pay for all the
Like, I wish they could.
heating and air conditioning.
Like, my thought of, like, what I wish they could have done with the mall was demolish the mall, bring back all the businesses, and have, like, a little small, like, area like you're describing.
Yes,
exactly. And
But
they
they-
might
do that. That might be something that's more done on the
south side of town.
But they didn't. You know what they did? What I fucking hated? So, our mall used to be all connectable. Now it's not. They walled it off.
yes,
Like, in
because
2
it's
different
not,
places.
because it's not a mall anymore. Well, actually, it's not even that. I don't think you can even enter the mall anymore.
No, you can still enter the mall.
Yeah, like I think some of those doors are just like a lot of the stuff just isn't existing.
I'm pretty sure you can still go in all the doors. They're just all sectioned off. Like, there's probably like 3 or 4 different sections to that mall now.
But there's there's literally only, I think, 3 businesses in there.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
And they're all accessible from the outside, so all the stuff inside is not usable.
I don't know. I haven't been there in quite a long time. I kind of want to check out the small stores because I know they were selling unofficial Pokemon stuff, and I kind of want to go in and see if they are selling any fake Pokemon cards. And I'd like to. I would like people to know about it.
Yeah.
And I'd put that in the Pokemon TCG series because it is about Pokemon cards and Pokemon products. Let me know if you want me to do that, guys. I might get me like some spy glasses or something. Go in with spy glasses camera and record everything.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun. Unlisted Leaf does that.
Yeah.
Yeah, before there was even a Pokemon Go set, like an official one, there were fake ones. And I
Makes sense.
remember him buying all of these fake Pokemon Go products. And here's the thing, even though they were fake, they didn't have a bad idea. Like, what they did was take screenshots of their Pokemon Go account on their phone and make cards out of that. I'm like, that's a nice Pokemon Go, like, custom made pack. Like, even though that's fake, that's not a bad idea. And I think they reverse hollow all of them. Like, they make them all hollow. Oh, and we gotta be really, really careful when we're buying Pokemon cards.
Okay.
Because you know the sticker thing with Ditto?
Yeah.
Somehow people figured out how to do that and making fake Pokemon cards of that. Like, probably the best example of that I can say is, so you know Logan Paul.
Yes.
He bought a PSA 9, or supposedly a PSA 9 Pikachu Illustrator card. There was only about 39 of them made.
Sure.
And he discovered it was fake. And he peeled off the front, just like you would in the Ditto and the Pokemon Go set. So, oh, and he also punched the window after finding that out.
Yeah.
I can see that. This is why I was so against that entire thing. Like, and I'm still not happy with that existing. Because it fundamentally is just like, it fundamentally says, hey, let's
Make these cards where you have to damage them. And it makes it so simple for once people understand how to make those stickers, everyone's just going to make fake fronted cards.
And they have.
And there is going to be almost no way to determine that they're fake without attempting to peel the front of every single card you get.
Now, Logan Paul made up for the fact that he actually found a Pikachu Illustrator PSA 10. And it's real. They have confirmed it was real. And apparently it was the most expensive buy of all time. He has the Guinness World Record for it.
okay,
Or at least buying the most expensive Pokemon card.
sure.
Yeah. That, I think it sold for over $6 million.
Oof.
For a PSA 10 Pikachu Illustrator. A real one.
Sure.
Like, that is insane. So, yeah, guys. I don't think I'm ever going to have the Pikachu Illustrator. Plus, it's a Japanese card, and I don't have too many. Like, it has to be a really special card for me to buy in Japanese. Like, I have the Dawn Piplup card, the full art. So I got that one. And I got the green Squirtle card in full art. In Japanese. I also have the Japanese promo that was only in Japanese, never came out in the English. Clefairy and Lily. Is it Lily?
No.
What's the one girl's name in Ultra Moon who held Nebby in her bag?
I think that was Lily, but I'm not sure.
Pretty sure it was Lily. But anyway, so there was a full art card of that, and I got that, of course. and there was a promo card for the release of Team DX. And that was in Japanese only, so I also got that.
Yeah.
And that's all the Japanese cards I got, guys. I don't really care about the Japanese sets, I'm gonna be honest. But if there's a chase card in a Japanese set, I'm just gonna buy the card outright. I'm not gonna look for it in the set. Because Japanese sets are more expensive than English sets.
Yeah.
It's
especially due to import.
Yeah, it's very rare that I find them roughly the same amount as the English set.
Sure.
Like, so far, the closest one I've seen is the set where you find Marnie's Pride full art. What is that? That is
No.
it's not Champion's Path. It's Brilliant Stars. The Japanese version of Brilliant Stars, that's roughly the same price as the English one, and that's so far the only one I've seen. But that's because it's a newer set.
Sure.
It's not as rare, it's not... But the older you go, the more rare it is, and the more expensive it gets. And that's why I don't really want to go beyond Sun and Moon. I don't even know if I should go beyond the current region. So depending on how that goes, guys, it's possible that I might just buy all other chase cards like outright and just show them off on camera. We'll see.
We shall see.
I kind of really want to open Generations on the channel because A, there are 3 boxes I've never opened, and B, that was kind of the set I started with recording,
Sure.
like Pokemon TCG on the channel. Well, not this channel, my older channel.
Yeah.
So, in a way, it's an import series. But I don't know if I'm going to do that with cards. And there is a card in Generations that I really fucking want. And that is the Gardevoir, well, Mega Gardevoir EX card.
Sure.
I've never pulled it. But I pulled Full Art Gardevoir EX 3 different times. I gave one to Older Bro, and I traded the other one away.
Yeah.
Yes. Because I couldn't stop pulling it. Well, at least I did pull a Mew EX out of it. I got the Mew EX that I wanted. Oh, it looks so good. Older Bro pulled it too.
Okay, we are basically at time.
Okay.
And by that I mean we're past by 2 minutes.
All right. I'll do this next batch and then we'll be done.
Okay.
But yeah, do you remember the Mew EX from Celebrations? That really nice one.
Not off the top of my head, but I'm sure I remember it.
It kind of had like a cosmic blue background.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can show you.
Yeah, it's not a big deal right now.
That card?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I love that card. That wasn't even the card I wanted the most. Like, the Gardevoir... What I liked about the Mega Gardevoir EX card was it didn't have, like, a light-colored background or anything. It was all dark. Like, it was basically a dark card. Like, what you would think a real dark card would be.
Sure.
Like, it looks so fucking beautiful. I never pulled it. Guys, I probably went... I opened pretty much all of the generation packs at the same time, and there was 2 a box. So I opened roughly 20 packs in one video, and I didn't get it. And here's what really pisses me off. Unlisted Leaf has pulled it at least 4 times that I can remember by opening the first box. Like, within the first few packs, he pulls it.
Yep.
I want that card so bad. I might outright buy it one day. I bet I really want to. But yeah, I'll look up to see how much like a booster case worth of celebrations would be and see if I can do it. I would love to do it for you guys just to try to find that card. Yeah, even with the AC on, I'm still burning up.
Yeah, that's problematic.
Yeah, what's even more fun is I have to get a shower after we stream.
Yeah.
Oh. Nope. Alright, guys, last egg for today. Can we do it? Can we do the impossible and get the Shiny Scorbunny? By the way, if we do get it, we're not evolving it until next episode. Well, next stream. Let's see. And we don't get it. I'm waiting for the day where that happens. Alright. So, alright, I'm going to put a pause on the timer. That is going to have to be it for today's episode. So, like and subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch. Comment to our videos. We do read them. Follow on Twitch. We are at 365 encounters, and we will see you guys in the next Scorbunny hunt. Goodbye.
Good night, everyone.